Hello, hello. This is ThoughtDrought.
Where your thoughts get drained.
God, it's been a while.
It's been a little while.
It's been a little while now. Now we're back, streaming again. So this is episode 61. We got a bunch of stuff, but first we have so much stuff to talk about. Little things, big things.
North Korea, RFK.
Oh, but what about you want to talk about the Fallout show?
Sure.
I see you got the Fallout show listed here, or I think that might have been me listing it. I forget which one of us.
I did put it on there.
They already have her as a pinup.
Well, yeah, they had that before the show even came out. They gave
Nice.
I think 3 characters. Her, the new Squire the Knight guy, Maximus, and the Ghoul. They all have one Fallout 50s aesthetic style drawing of them.
See, real fans would know the original fan show, okay? The Nuka series back in the day, okay? Back when...
I gotta say, the hair on the Ghoul is a little weird.
They did the Ghoul's face pretty good, though.
His face is good, but his hair just looks like he's wearing like a wig. Which maybe it's not even a wig, I don't know. But it for a Ghoul, it looks weird to have that much hair and it's just sort of like perfect.
We had
makes
this
the hair a little
talk-off
dirty
show.
or greasy.
We had this
aesthetic.
talk-off show, but I think they did the power armor in Nuka Break better. We had this talk before.
If you want a more realistic, in terms of the way the metal is, then yeah. However, I still don't think... I don't think Amazon did a bad job. I think Amazon was okay. If you really just wanted the Fallout 4 aesthetic, it was okay.
I don't completely disagree with you, but I always wonder how much of that's a cop-out. Because Fallout 4 did not look that good when it came out, you know?
Mm.
It was not exactly...
Well, unless you were a PC player, then insert shader mods and ultra quality. Yeah.
Insert having to add 90 mods to the game to make
But even then, it's like, it's a different aesthetic. It seems like they really went for the Fallout 4 aesthetic.
I understand, but I like the material that they used. I do wonder if they used actual plates or if they just used because sometimes what they might do is they get a paint metal and they and it can look pretty good in the right lighting, but this looks like metal. But
then it's also much smaller scale.
Oh yeah, that was back with the Fallout 3 version of power armor,
where you walk fully like a normal person.
It's like a suit basically. Yeah. So it's and then this is what we got in the... It's not bad, but okay. But it had the same problem. In Fallout 4, it had the same problem that the Master Chief and the Spartans had. Does it feel like they move a little too nimbly? Like nimble?
Look, in the lore, Master Chief's doing backflips. He's doing gymnastics, alright?
Okay, maybe. But these guys...
Master Chief is...
These are normal guys, though.
Yeah.
These guys. Should these guys... I don't know. It feels... even here, they feel like...
You don't like them being Warhammer people?
No, more I feel like their posture should be stiffer. Right? I think that's the right word. I feel like they should be stiffer. Like metal plating like that. Like having all that riveted plate against each other. I feel like you should be stiffer.
I guess so, but I'm also thinking, how are you going to do combat scenes with somebody who's that stiff?
Yeah,
how are you going to do gameplay moving that stiff, walking across the waist?
The Nuka Break guys, the Nuka Break guys had pretty stiff armor, but Soda's also had it too. Where okay, if you're a super real fan, oh yeah, that's right, we're gonna react to JFK being fucking stupid.
You mean RFK?
JFK. Sorry.
You're messing up the K's. All right, we're 1K away from another word too.
Peacock is the
Oh my God, no Peacock. I'm sorry, I didn't.
You don't want to give them money?
I don't want to give Peacock money.
You don't want to give Peacock a little bit of honey?
This is by Sodas. Sodas is amazing. He's an animator. He makes a lot of stuff. Okay. Okay, I don't want to... Yeah, you know what I mean? They don't move like that in the show. They move a lot more nimbly. It feels like...
That wasn't very slow.
They look like they're kind of stiff, though. You know what I mean?
That was a pretty smooth movement. I don't know.
Wait. Yeah, it looks like they can't even bring the gun up all the way up to his own face because... Yeah, like that. The guy just literally just... You You know what I mean? Like they're stiff. Like the armor adds strength and protection, but it almost
I don't think it's necessarily stiff, but they're just slow.
No, they can go fast in a straight line. In a straight line, they go fast.
But like, why would you not be able to move your arms fast?
Well, like not fast, but like you're limited in your range of movement.
Yeah. Because
you have literal plate like blocking parts of your arm from moving. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
I'm overthinking. Look, I'm talking mad shit, but like Fallout 4 was
in the show. Show me where they clip the armor.
We're gonna get copyright striked.
Yeah, we are. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's probably some parts where the armor clips into itself.
Yeah, you see what I mean? The guy looks pretty...
No armor crotch piece. That was just black. You need extra space, okay?
Yeah, right? You see what I mean? Like, they're pretty nimble in those suits. Like, because it's made out of foam.
But then again, also, I think, like, the metal doesn't touch. I think they have less metal at their joints.
Maybe. I think it's because...
Like, if you look, like, especially when he's, like, raising up the dude, it looks like there's a lot of space in between the armor pieces.
I don't want to use this
scene. Which that can be, like,
I don't want to use this scene just because the scene's a massive spoiler, but...
Oh, well.
Yeah, you know...
Cue the YouTube
No,
title.
we're not gonna show it.
I mean, just the title is...
Yeah, I hate YouTube so much. We spoiled it. Why do they gotta spoil it for the whole internet? Okay, that's not our fault. Sorry, guys. But yeah. I don't know. I feel like they moved a little more nimble in those suits than they should have. But oh god, you know what's funny? Alternative History Hub hates this video. He says he hates...
Oh, yeah, he looks back. I saw, like, where he reviewed his old stuff.
Yeah, anything that's 2 years or older, he hates it. And I'm like...
Yeah, which
funny.
is...
This is one of his best videos.
Yeah.
But it's like...
Although you go back, his voice really did change.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's weird looking back at it. But I guess he said he started first, like, at the end of high school, beginning of college. It's like, yeah, your voice still has time to change.
In that one, they made the armor look a little better. Like, he looked a little stiffer in that one. Okay, I didn't like that. Why is that?
Like, why would he open up his face?
No, why would that even be an option? The suit is supposed to be hermetically sealed. It's a helmet.
No, it goes back in. It hermetically seals itself.
Fucking bullshit.
It stops the radiation.
Look, I'm complaining a lot, but the show's actually really good.
Well, I don't think it makes sense for him to, like, fall with her and then, like, let me open my faceplate to say, hey, what's your number?
Okay, but...
but
just for design, though. No. Just for, design, though. It doesn't make any sense for you to have a part in the armor that's weak. By having it literally be able to unseal. Why would it do that? Just take off the helmet. Why would you ever need to expose your face?
No. Sorry. You get Iron Man helmet.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was.
It
felt like it was for also Ella what was her name? Ella Purnell.
Yeah.
Wonderful. She's so beautiful. It's stupid. She is perfect for the role.
Yeah, she did good in the role.
She did amazing in the role.
I think Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins stole it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ella Purnell. Sorry, guy who played Maximus. The ghoul. Well, damn, Walton's just. There was a video he did. Where they asked him if you're like a cannibal, like would you rather eat someone or would you rather someone eat you? And he said, no one's cooking anybody. And I'm like, God, I love you, Walton. Like, why you gotta be so charismatic? Why you gotta be out here stealing my heart over video forms?
He's cooking you.
He's cooking my heart. He's doing.
No, see, that's what he has you feeling safe now. All right, it was all psychological warfare. All right, I'm just saying at the end when he literally has no nose. I don't know. I'm not trusting Walton.
Okay, that did not look great.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Tap.
I don't think that's an effect of... I think it's like... You have to have Walton... I don't know, even then.
I like that scene.
It's like no one moves fast enough to warrant that big of a push. But then again, like, are you... It's like, how would you punch really hard into a person?
Listen.
If you had a very stiff suit.
Dust fly off? Oh, I don't know. That doesn't really answer the suit. But I think just in general for that scene, I liked if more dust flew off the guy.
Yeah, but like, it is very like no one's moving that fast with that much force. I mean, he's a huge hulking dude, but like, tap and then he explodes. Like you're not God. All right, you're not explosive.
For all the bad special effects, I'm talking shit. I actually think the show's really good. There are a lot of retcons they do that I hope aren't what some of the fans think. But you know, without getting too deep into it, you know, a big major retcon involving a nuke. You know, I hope that doesn't mean what we think it means. For those involved,
I know what it means.
You think it?
I've seen it all.
Well, okay, but that last part though is like, does that mean that New Vegas finally has an ending? New Vegas is finally getting a confirmed canon ending. Same with Fallout 4. Fallout 4, Fallout 3, all the Fallout games now have a canon ending.
I guess they'll need to tell it if you're gonna do Vegas.
You kind of have to, right? Yeah.
Because I was telling my brother about it, I'm like, you know, so like, was that just like, so did Vegas fall? Like, who took Vegas?
Yeah.
There's still Securitrons.
Did you see Securitrons? I didn't see him.
In the ending credit scene, yeah.
I didn't see him.
There is.
Was it deactivated or was it?
I think it was I think it was moving around if I remember right.
Fuck, I didn't see it. Or I don't remember.
I think maybe we get Independent House. I mean, they showed his actor.
Or the Courier. What if the Courier, Independent House, but with the Courier and Yes Man? And then, like, the Courier is, like, the big bad. Ooh, dude, imagine the Courier being the big bad. The player character.
Yeah.
The player character is so evil, and like if the game didn't have the lore and settings that it did, the characters in Fallout would all be like sociopaths.
They would.
That'd be hunted to the ends of the earth, but...
I mean, I thought originally that the ghoul was, like, sort of, you know, what you would be in Fallout if you're playing the bad run. It's like, you have the cannibalism perk. I think that's, okay.
Does it count if you eat ghouls, though?
Jesus, yes. Yeah, I think it counts if you make ghoul jerky. Yeah. Especially when you call it ass jerky. And like, you just rip it into his cheeks. It's like, what? Like, is it fucking bacon? Like, I think it's all bad, alright?
Wow, cannibalism's bad. So brave.
It's probably harder to really get you punished for killing a ghoul anyways. You could just say that he was going feral. You know? Like, he attacked me.
I mean, you could. Also, I can't find our channel. Did we get delisted? Oh no, did we actually get claimed for copyright? I can't find us. Oh no, there we are. Thank God. I was about to say, you know, YouTube, we don't deserve this kind of treatment.
Oh boy.
Cool. Okay, back to it.
You found it?
Yeah, found us. Monitoring our stream with another stream. Okay, let's stop watching Fallout stuff before we get fucking kicked. Before we get obliterated.
No, it's just taken off the air.
Are 61 now.
Yeah,
we're old.
Very.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ugh, God, I don't want to stay too long in this because we're doing a lot of game stuff right off the bat. But
well, what's wrong with Kingdom Come Deliverance?
Nothing. I loved it. I do hate that the first game had a lot of controversy with like racism allegations. Because it didn't feature more people of color in the Czechish countryside.
What do you mean there was no black German soldiers in World War II?
Look, the Germans did have Afrikaan troops, but like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't expect it, and I think it's a reasonable thing to not expect it. Same with like, if you had, you know, a game set in literally any setting, you expect people from that setting to mostly be...
Yeah. Like if it's in France, most people should be French.
Most of them should be French. You should have.
But there are black French people.
Yeah, there are Indian French people and Algerian French people and tons of. But you get like that's the point though. But they should all be doing fucking
yeah.
Ugh. Sorry.
They should be presenting their culture. Yeah.
But yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 got announced.
Yeah.
Loved the first game.
Yeah, the video playing out loud over there.
Oh, shit.
Oi.
Vey. So, first game was absolutely brilliant. The first game was basically like a Skyrim type of setup. but except that the big twist was that there was no magic, and the game was more like a hardcore survival game, but with no crafting.
Was there dragons in Kingdom Come Deliverance 1?
No dragons and no crafting. Thank God. I hate crafting. It wasn't one of those survival games where you gotta build a house and then build a village. It's one of those survival games where you're just like a normal guy in a medieval world. You gotta eat, sleep, you gotta drink water.
But then is it really still Skyrim? There's no dragons, there's no magic.
Skyrim had dragons.
No, sorry. Well, is it really Skyrim if it doesn't have dragons?
Well, it had the medieval. It has like a similar sort of like look and aesthetic. You know, it has like the medieval peasants. Everybody's a mud farmer.
But where is my Daedra?
I don't know.
Where is the magic in this game?
Where's the Disney magic?
I need a Baldur's Gate copy. All right. I need 3 foreign remakes of Baldur's Gate. All come from
You never even
China.
played Baldur's Gate. You're sucking that game off so hard, but that's just because you know it gives
No,
you
I need the ones
points.
that come cheap at Steam.
No,
all
you
the
need
copy
to
games
like.
that are lies.
No, we like trash games. Okay, we like games that all came out like hot garbage and then got better like 7 years later. Okay?
I need the mobile ad to play on my phone. Be like play Baldur's Gate 3 on the.
I'm just saying.
Store. I need that.
He likes For Honor and Cyberpunk, and I like No Man's Sky and what's another game that took like 8 years to get good? There's another game that I like that took a long time, but I'm forgetting it. Oh, Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
Battlefront 2. Kind of is. Battlefront 2.
At this point.
Yeah.
No Mace Windu. No Ahsoka.
No Asajj Ventress.
No Asajj Ventress.
Basically, like most of the most recent additional villains. Oh, no Jango. No Jango Fett.
Yep.
No, what was his name? No, they put Bosk, but the guy, I forgot his name. I think his name was like Val? No, V? There was a guy who had, I could be getting it totally wrong. There was a guy with a hat and a dog. A bounty hunter with a hat and a dog. He was always kind of like a background character.
Hat and a dog? You're not just talking about,
Not Cad Bane.
Yeah, I was say Cad Bane, because he had a hat. And he was in The Mandalorian.
This guy.
Oh...
That guy.
I see.
That guy. I wish they put him in. That would have been cool.
Yeah, we need the Hispanic representation.
Hell yeah, we do.
That underside.
Hell.
I don't remember seeing the episode.
Oh yeah, we do. Oh, you don't remember that episode? Embo. Oh god, I got his name completely wrong. Embo. They should put my boy Embo in there. I really like Embo.
Is he representing a race?
What the fuck, man?
I don't know.
No, his gimmick is that he has a dog and he can use his hat to slide down hills.
That's nice.
And he almost shot Anakin in the face.
I'm just saying,
Anakin
sometimes they
plot.
make like a creature that's not human, and they're like, hey, they're Mexican, they're Jamaican, they're Asian.
Oof.
It's just like it's the alien character, you know.
Is that what they made you play?
That's what they do with the Guardians of the Galaxy. How the black chick, she's just an alien. I'm like, you just have a black person.
I wonder if they will actually put other I wonder what places they will put in this game. To be honest. Because if I remember right, Czech is pretty close to, geographically speaking, is pretty close to places with other groups of people. No? Or is it right in the heart of Europe? Am I full of shit again? Because I've been having a bad week.
Wait, is that?
No, it's right in the. Never mind.
That's where Kingdom Come takes place.
Yep. No. Yeah. Czech.
Who makes the
Czechia. Warhorse Studios.
I don't know what else they make. I don't know where they're from.
I think they're kind of a youngerish company.
Yeah.
Warhorse Studios.
Oh yes, it's a Czech video game developer based in Paraguay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I say why?
They've only made Kingdom Come Deliverance.
I wouldn't expect an American company to take such a big I feel like an American company would just make it be like Britain.
Nope. Czechia. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I hate to side with these people because, I don't mind diversity in games. I actually really like it. But, let's be real for a moment. This is literally in the fucking asshole of Europe. Right in the middle. Mm-hmm. This is, right in the heart of Europe. Holy shit. It is physically in the middle of continental Europe. So, yeah, I wouldn't expect that many, people of color, to be honest, roaming around, especially during the medieval times where they thought women who knew math were fucking witches. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing stopping it either, I guess you could always say, but it's... I don't know. I don't think it's indicative of any malintent, necessarily. It'd be like if someone set a game in sub-Sahara Africa, somewhere in, like, Iran, Persia, and, it's mostly just Arab people. It's all Arabs, basically. And, some of the other tribe groups out there. Like, it wouldn't be surprising. Anyway, whatever. Fuck having reasonable takes.
Nice to know you're taking your stand.
Fuck having reasonable takes. Let's listen to someone be unreasonable for a bit.
Is he going to be unreasonable, though?
He is.
Is he? Okay.
It's RFK.
All right.
I announced my bid for Vice President Nicole Shanahan.
Hit me with RFK.
Nicole Shanahan? Who the fuck is Nicole Shanahan?
You gotta be in the know.
Oh my,
attorney?
She seems a little young, to be honest. I hate to go there immediately, but
wait.
I guess not. She's 40. No, she's
38.
She's 38. Yeah, she's
pretty young.
That's pretty young
for someone who's gonna help you make it to.
Why do you have such a?
They were play that. So that's his lawyer.
No, that's his vice president.
That's his vice president.
That's why I said kind of young. Okay. So you said reasonable statements. So you said he was gonna have a reasonable statement, right?
All right, look. Are you just putting her down because
she's probably a brilliant woman? I think someone who is going to be president, like, maybe if she was like, look, maybe was she a politician? Was she a politician at some point in her life? No, her entire life was like.
She's from law school.
We have enough lawyers, man, in Congress.
No. Can't have enough.
Never enough. Only lawyers. It's mostly lawyers in Congress now.
Yeah, like, I know people say people are too old for, politics. RFK is probably among them. This Joe Biden, Trump are like, I don't know, 38. That's a little too young.
Especially when you don't have any prior political experience.
But then again, like, what difference is it for somebody being 38 and, like, 70 or 60?
Well, I'm
and they don't have any political... Like Trump didn't have political, anything. I mean, he didn't spend any time in public office.
He didn't. Well, I'm adding the point about experience, but yeah, I know you're right with Trump.
He's a
successful businessman.
Qualified and do make it.
So I'm guessing the argument here is that Miss Nicole Shanahan, is a successful business lady and law lady. I was gonna say lawman,
she's a
but
business lawyer
and law lady. So that means that has stated that she is not an anti-vaxxer, but has questioned the consensus on vaccine safety and efficacy. God fucking damn it. Okay, let's get your reasonable takes.
I announced my bid for Vice President Nicole Shanahan, and our whole team is still buzzing from the amazing speech she did at Oakland.
Maybe it's just because of the fact that she's next to him.
Would you rather think somebody who's old and doesn't know anything, or someone who's young and doesn't know anything?
Man.
What am I going to choose here? We can argue that she knows a lot more about law than Trump. You'd be like, well, Trump has all these businesses. I mean, handed down from your father.
No, what if she was better than Biden, so?
Huh?
She better than Biden?
Oh, I gotta walk. You're questioning Biden. Sorry, as a Democrat, I can't accept this interview. No.
Well, if you want me to go, actually, if you want me to go Max,
sounds like Biden has a lot more experience.
No, if you want me to go Max Goon / Coon Brain.
Oh God.
She's a pretty lady, thus she needs to be elevated to the highest office in the land.
Okay.
Without any second thought.
Okay.
Coon. All the cops will have all the
what I like is on her wiki it says that she was part of the Democratic Party until 2024 and left in 2024.
Wait, why did you say that?
Bottom right, right here, right under her picture. It says political party independent since 2024.
Oh my God, it does. It really does.
It's like didn't RFK leave from Democrat to Independent?
I guess they stayed on as long as they were running for, whatever they're doing.
is that RFK switched out. I guess he just chose his vice president recently, huh?
Yeah, I guess he did. Okay, let's go back. We keep going away from this.
Energy that she's brought to our campaign.
Yeah.
You may have seen all kinds of opinions about her now online and about me. The Democrats held a press conference calling me a right-wing extremist, and President Trump
I
called
just
me a
don't want this
left-wing
to become a what was her name? Monica Lewinsky incident. Because I'm getting vibes like that from this, but maybe that's just me. Maybe that, like, I am truly the goon brain. I'm sorry. But, like, it is a little weird. Beyond a few things. I'm not saying men and women can't work together and nothing like that. It's an odd choice. I get it, successful business person, but 38 with no political experience. It seems... I don't know. We need to do more background in this.
You can tell that neither of the establishment parties understand what is happening here. The Kennedy-Shanahan ticket is neither right nor left.
It's forward.
Nor leave it in the center.
Forward.
We're here to change the political conversation entirely.
Oh my God! He basically said it.
Partisanship and tribalism and,
but what if the
demonization and rancor with common sense.
People have this they deify the center. They're like, oh, I'm not left or right, I'm the center. And I'm like, so you're just a little bit of both? Is that right? Does it make sense?
No, it's a little left.
Is it a little right? I mean, all of these policies are described one way or the other. Obama took a Mitt Romney policy and made it to Obamacare. But once it was put under Obama's banner, it became left-wing conspiracy, fucking destroy America, healthcare.
Mitt Romney and Ronald Reagan proposed a similar system, yeah.
And it's like, and you can say that one literally from right to left. I mean, across the center. What would be a centrist, healthcare system?
I wish Michael Jackson made a song called "It's You're neither left nor right. You're neither left or right," and then he just throws.
All I'm saying is that you could have been a centrist during like some really
bad times.
Horrible times in American history.
But would we have held it against them?
I don't think you would be right.
But would we hold it against those people, though?
I wouldn't hold it against them, but to deify it and just be like, I'm a centrist and I'm proud. I'm like,
especially with the hindsight knowing.
Yeah. It's like
moderates on slavery were a thing, people. Moderates on slavery were a thing. So
on the map that both parties have neglected. We stand for clean government and against corruption. We stand for peace and against war. We will end the chronic disease epidemic.
No policy.
We're going to free our agencies from corporate control. Are these priorities right or left? I don't even know. The pundit class might be confused, but millions of our supporters know exactly what we stand for.
You want to take back control from the corporations, huh?
20%.
Interesting.
Polls, even though our campaign budget is a tiny fraction of theirs. To take the White House, in addition to your votes, we need financial support. Now that we have a vice president.
Dude, I swear to God, I'm sorry. Maybe I have a problem, but these all come off like commercials for a dating app or a montage picture of you make me feel so young again, dear. Thank you for taking me out and having me make your garden with you. I could be the problem. I will admit 100% I could be the problem. I'm just getting that kind of vibe off of this, okay?
I don't think you're wrong.
You make me feel so young, Shanahan. Wait, hold on, I can't literally do this voice. Hey, you make me feel so young, Shanahan.
18 states are open for our ballot access.
That's where me and Shanahan are planning our trip, our honeymoon.
Do you only need to win 18 out of 51 states, Mr. RFK, sir?
Again, reasonable take. No, by the way, none of the states he highlighted are big states.
Oh, he highlighted big states.
Which one?
Well, they're a light purple. I don't know what he means. I mean,
I was gonna say I was just counting the dark.
With
purples.
only one variable, whether you have ballot access or not.
I feel like you should darken California, Texas, Florida, and New York, but that's just me. New York's not even colored.
Damn.
New York's not even on the list.
Good luck, man.
Well, as we all know, New York doesn't matter to Democrats.
Especially for a person who's coming off the Democratic Party.
Yeah, they don't matter.
Yeah.
New York don't matter. New York has no Democrats in it.
Right. And that takes money. We have an important FEC filing deadline, so please make a donation today. I'm confident that we're going to win.
All right. I'm gonna make an appeal to our audience. If anybody ever sees this, I'm gonna zoom this shit up real quick. Mm-hmm. If you guys ever see this video, for the love of God, use this money that you're gonna donate to this fucking loser. Go buy a book. Go outside. Take someone out on a date.
No,
go spend a night out.
Put in your savings.
Go into savings. Literally pick any. Go take that money and light it on fire.
Or you could put it in the pocket of another person named Cenk Uygur.
Oh,
the man who's also.
I thought you were gonna plug us. I thought you were gonna plug us. I thought you were about to plug us. I thought you were gonna say you can always give us money.
No, I'm not there.
You're not there yet. No, you went Cenk. You went for Cenk. No, Cenk conceded. You know, at least Cenk has some class. I'll give Cenk that.
I don't know, man. The whole lot, like.
Look, Cenk is a WWE wrestler playing politician. Okay. Which I think is probably one of his best things.
I agree with Cenk's reasoning for the law, but I don't think he was going to finish that case before the presidency, before the...
Okay, but you're telling me that Cenk doesn't kind of remind you of a WWE wrestler?
Yeah, I know he has the same like bombastic personality.
It's great.
But I mean, he wasn't going to win. I don't think the Supreme Court's going to say it's okay for people who weren't born in America to run. In the Supreme Court?
Oh yeah.
No, like it's not gonna happen.
No, I got you. Yeah. But I think it would have been real interesting for him to stay in and waste everyone's time. But, because like, what happens if a lot of people did vote for him? That would have been an interesting question at the least. Mm-hmm. Curiosity. Besides the curiosity, though, I agree. It's like, but at least Cenk conceded. At least he wasn't like, I'm going to fight this till the end. I'm going third party. Yeah. I will, I think that's a big deal. So, Cenk, I still want to drink with Cenk one day if Cenk drinks. I don't know. Would you ever want to drink with RFK?
I mean, I would if I could.
I'd rather drink with Shanahan.
Like, it's not as... I don't think it'd be as much of a fun endeavor.
I'd rather drink with Shanahan. I don't think I'd want to drink with RFK and hear about how vaccines don't exist. At least with Shanahan, Mm-hmm. I'm only half listening.
No, I'll play dumb.
Well, with Shanahan, I'll just be like, yeah. Let's hang out. Yeah, vaccines don't work, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that, Yeah. RFK, I have no reason. He's an old, crotchety man. He smells like death. He smells like the vaccine. He smells like the virus.
Don't you want to say you hanged out with the Kennedys?
I feel like the closer I get to the Kennedys, the closer I get to dying.
Yeah, the closer you get to being abducted and
killed. Mysteriously, under very odd, mysterious circumstances.
I mean, but then again, you could say that with, everyone that's in power.
No, Kennedy's got a bad reputation.
Yeah, you think you're gonna get shot?
I think the Kennedys would kill me to cover their dirty secrets.
I think the Clintons have a stronger record. I think they're the standard.
Oh, right. Compton. We got a story about Compton.
No.
The state to just go like I love how they got energy to stop people from helping themselves. Ain't that some great shit? Like, we're not gonna help you, but we do have the resources to stop you from helping yourself. But we will not help you.
I know at some point, I think in the article it says that the city didn't want to be liable for the damage caused by the potholes. Shit. I remember thinking, why aren't you liable for the potholes that are already there?
They are, but do you want to know shitty?
The ones that are already there?
Yeah, but you want to know something shitty? Yes, you can. In most cities, you can claim. You can file a claim. But how many people probably do that?
And no one.
Probably
maybe
no one.
if your tire literally got stuck on the pothole,
or like it broke on a pothole, maybe.
But like the years of abuse your car is going to take, because there's
repeated potholes just over and over and over again.
Cars are not meant to run on the fucking wild. All right, most people don't have a Toyota Tundra or a Tacoma or a Jeep. Shit, most people are driving fucking RAV4s and Sequoias.
Look, it's just, to me, this always seemed so mysterious to me. You know what I love? Sedans. One of my favorite cases of civil disobedience was when, I think it was in, I forget if it was in America or in the UK, but they drew dick and balls around every pothole and like a day later it'd be filled. And
I remember.
Goddamn.
Somebody said like, oh, they reported to the city that there's like a really gross like dead animal. Mm-hmm. Like it was like a bigger animal. Like it's just dead as roadkill here, and the city. It was like 2 weeks and they didn't fill it, and then somebody drew a dick on the animal. They like spray painted a dick, and the city came by and cleaned it. America
truly is a Christian nation.
We're literally more offended by depictions of penises than dead animals
and broken infrastructure and broken cars.
You can see a full picture of an animal that's been like destroyed by a car, just mutilated. But then if you draw 2 circles in one oval, it is
boom, just fucking instant. Scandal.
Yeah,
done.
Insta-ban. You're gone.
Gone. Obliterated.
Gone from this Christian server. Okay, we have violence, but you can't have anything of sexual nature.
Like you can only have good old-fashioned wholesome violence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally no fucking in the Bible.
There's a lot of fucking in the Bible. There's so much fucking in the Bible.
And they had to ban it in Florida, right, for a bunch of schools.
Yeah, I wonder how. I wish we followed up on that one. We need to follow up on that someday. If I remember, I
think they ended up reversing some of the policies because of it.
Interesting.
Because you run into, what's it called, a catch-22, where in order to do something, you have to do something else that counteracts it.
Do you think artistic nudity is a valid thing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't think so.
So what about Greek statues and fertility statues? Because in a lot of Islander and Native cultures, they do fertility. But that's nudity.
It is.
That's nudity.
But like, I think that's different than just having like a modern art where it's supposed to be for artistic nudity.
Well, like those are all artistic expressions.
Like if you were
nudity,
doing an art class, you could have like modern art.
Well, I guess I don't
stuff
see the
like
difference.
The Roman statues, like I don't think.
I don't see the difference because
I don't see the difference in that, but I think modern depictions.
Well, like it's like like a statue is literally just like the first depiction of the human body. Like that's what the Romans were innovators, or I think it was the Greeks, were innovators for, was literally just depicting the human body in starch white. Even though we found out they actually colored their statues, the paint just chipped away. But
I mean, you still have health class.
Yeah.
However, I gotta say, like, it's not touched on a lot, at least from when I was in high school.
Well, the reason I bring it up is because, it's like, I think on one hand, it's like, I think artistic nudity is valid. I think it takes a little bit of vetting, but it's like, fertility is like a huge part of that, right? Like, people breastfeeding in public, down to the depictions of pregnant women. It's like that stuff. Like, that stuff definitely falls under artistic nudity, but that's just nudity when you think about it. Like, that's just showing off a pregnant woman in statue form. And that's it. Celebrating fertility, celebrating life.
It's that culture.
But it's nude, it's naked, it's tatas.
Nah, we give special exemptions here at Florida.
That's all. Like, I understand people have some skepticism on artistic nudity, but, like, I think there's pretty valid ones and even some modern ones. Because, like, what if they want to do modern depictions of... Actually, I've seen a few. Like, you ever seen artistic, like, outlines of, like, the shape of a woman? I've seen that kind of art a lot.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say that's necessarily dirty. It's suggestive maybe, but I wouldn't say it's dirty. I don't know. Like, that's an example of artistic nudity in the modern age. It is the type of stuff you can actually show online, but I'm not risking it because it's really just a general look. If you guys ever been, like, seen generic wall art, or if you guys ever had, like, been to college, or hell, maybe even, like, a city hall, they might have stuff like that from time to time.
Well, in a college, I can understand that. Presumably everyone here is of age.
Well,
even at a city hall, I think it'd be okay with it.
It's a public institution. Kids go through colleges all the time. Like, my old college was right next to a middle school. Like, not 2 blocks down, like the same
college
campus.
level books are not going to take, like, usually college level books infer that you are of age.
That's fair. But in this situation, they could just walk through the campus. Like, no one would, like a kid from that middle school could, in theory, walk through the campus. And no one would stop them. They could see it. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's a public place. Yeah. That's the one I went to.
But you're intended to be old.
You're intended, but, like, I mean, are you really intended? I mean...
Oh. Did you say, are women really intended?
Are they really intended? I mean, especially when you consider the fact that our college campus...
For a moment, I thought, like, was that what you were saying this whole time?
No.
Am I in the wrong here? Am I saying...
No, you're not in the wrong. You're not in the wrong. I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying, like, they assume everybody on campus is of age, but, like, our campus, in our special situation, like, we literally had the middle school, like, in the same, like, because you know how for a campus they usually have, like, a cutout, kind of, like, you kind of, like, see, like a, you know what I mean? Like, there's, like, a shape to the campus where they're going to develop more stuff, even if it's just, like, they have a fence or something to kind of mark out where the campus is. You know? Maybe they just stopped developing your thing. Well, like, they had one for ours, and a lot of it, and, like, they had a lot of space going from theirs to ours, and the kids could walk through.
Oh, I never took classes at that campus.
At that side of the campus, like you know what I'm talking about? How like a lot of the campus.
I never went to that campus. I was at the other campus.
Oh yeah, because they have multiple campuses.
Well, because my major was more, I guess, all the.
Yeah, I forgot your school got campuses.
Yeah,
God damn it.
I didn't have like any classes on that campus.
You know what's fucked up? We've talked about which one you've gone before.
Yeah,
but like I know I won't bring it up. I'm not gonna bring it up. But like. It's just funny that we were saying it like this. I just find it humorous. But yeah, like, fucking goddamn.
Well, it makes it so vague that I'm struggling to, like, remember, like, what the... I'm like, oh,
yeah, I'm talking about the one you're going to has multiple campuses, which I think is just hilarious.
Well, even the first one has 2 campuses.
Well, that's...
They are technically 2 different campuses.
Yeah, but the one you go to has specialties. I'm not going to get into it anymore.
That's true, but, like...
I'm not going to get into
the first one, the one that was... Well, I mean...
Well, we can talk about the first one, can't we?
Yeah.
We're already done.
Yeah, no. The local one, I'm like... Yeah, there was 2 campuses.
So we can bring... So can I
one
name
of them
the
because
local
there was
one?
like a park and there's another school.
Can I name the local one?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Long Beach City College. It's, you know... They got 2 campuses. They had one near Lakewood and then one over in downtown.
Nah, we just doxed the city. It's all gone. I'm just kidding.
That was kind of off the gate. I think they saw where I went to college already, but I already graduated, so I don't care if they know where I went to Dominguez Hills, so I don't give a shit. I went to Dominguez Hills. I graduated from Dominguez Hills, bitch. I have a real degree. I'm educated. I can barely talk. Okay. Anyway, what the fuck were you even talking about? Sorry,
I didn't go to that campus though.
Yeah. Well, I'm not telling you went to that campus. Goddamn, don't look. I went through great effort not to say which campus you went through, and if you say which campus you went through, I'm gonna be pissed. I'll be like, God damn it. Where do you squander all my effort? You know how much of a headache I'm...
It's so vague. I'm like, what the fuck is...
Because even when I'm drunk, I can still be respectful. That's why I'm a good drinking buddy. Because
I'm saying you could just whisper it in my ear.
I'm not gonna whisper it in your fucking ear. I have no volume control when I'm like this. I'm just maxed volume.
Just like
constantly.
write it. Just I don't know. Write it on my phone or your phone and just be like, hey. And I'll be like, oh, well, I don't know.
I'm not writing it on shit. You just use your brain. How about that? You got a brain in there. Supposedly. You go to a better college than I do. A higher rated college. You don't ever let me forget. So that means that because you go to your super college, I expect more, okay? I expect more. A 3.7 where you go is like a 4.7 where I go, okay? You understand?
No. Yes, I understand.
Okay.
No.
So if you get a 2 point, but if you get a 2.2, it's like if you got a 1.1. Okay, it's like you either succeed or fail.
I understand.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just talking shit. Okay. Sorry. Let's do why TikTok's evil again.
Okay.
Oh God. So we had this talk before, but I guess we should bring it up again just because we had an audio failure.
But it got passed, right?
It did. The ban got revived as a part. Let's see. So let's go through real quick. Legislation that could ban TikTok in the U.S. if its China-based owner doesn't sell its stake won a major boost late Wednesday when the House Republicans included it in a package of bills that would send aid to Ukraine and Israel. The bill could be law as soon as next week if Congress moves quickly.
We're on the ticking clock, huh?
Holy shit!
So now they passed it.
They now just have to go through the Senate, and if the Senate passes it, Joe Biden's already.
I like how like the bill was going through the whole YouTube circuit and podcast circuit of like, oh, are they going to ban it? It's in this law. It doesn't get passed, but then this foreign aid bill, it gets passed through. I haven't really seen people talk about the foreign aid bill.
Maybe we should tie this and the Compton piece together because I feel like I'm going to repeat myself. The government has all the time and energy to fuck you over, to stop you from helping yourself. Because not only, like, I get the security risk and all that involved in this, and we've already talked about it before, we can even go through it again. But there's another point to consider. A lot of people make their money off this job, off that.
Yeah.
A lot of people get their starts off of it. So, cutting that off, it's like you just kicked out the fucking ladder for people. So, of course they're going to be mad. You can give them any alternatives. But on another level, it's like...
Well, there's YouTube Shorts.
Oh, God.
You know?
Christ. I mean, they're hostile, but not as hostile. Not... Oh, God. But, like... But, yeah, it's like, you know, you're kind of screwing over a lot of people who made their businesses through TikTok.
Rough biscuits. You know, Daddy Biden, he signed it away. Your whole business, your online e-shop, gone.
Hey, youngins who run the... Well, not even youngins. You guys are my age. What the fuck?
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, this was a bill...
Vote, y'all, because...
If young people voted, this probably would not have passed.
This probably wouldn't have happened. This probably wouldn't even be in consideration. This would be political death.
But then again, I don't think I really have a big issue with... I don't know. I think about TikTok getting banned. I understand there's a lot of foreign... security problems.
Yeah. I think the government hasn't made a good case for themselves, if I'm being honest. Because, like, I've heard that around a lot, and you have to talk to experts to really understand it, but, like, I don't think they made a good case about the security issue, personally.
The messaging that they've done, no. The YouTube video we watched before, yeah, I think he made a good case.
Yeah.
But then again, I also think, like, you know, there's a lot of steps you could do on, like, YouTube, Instagram. Like, I can see why people would say, how come they don't care about other platforms? This is just because it's China? On a level, yeah, but I think it's not just because it's China. I think it's because they're a foreign adversary, you know?
They are. I mean, they're an economic and military competitor. At the end of the day, we compete with them on both of those fronts, right? However, that was the one take I think that I bring that is a little different. I wish we used this more constructively. I wish we said, you know, China... Because China's locked out all our apps. That's my problem with this, is that it's been a one-way streak. I'm okay if we ban TikTok, but I wish we would have went a different route with it and went, like, hey, we'll let you keep your stake in China, in TikTok here in the U.S. if you allow, I don't know, Facebook, Instagram to stay in your country, untethered, and we can both agree to a basic privacy arrangement / deal in good faith. I prefer a constructionist approach and cooperation because, like, A, it makes both sides a bunch of money, and B, it connects our cultures. I'll be honest with you. I could be wrong about this, but China doesn't produce a lot in terms of culture. They had some things that do. They had a few things that do, but they got snuffed out. Some shows, a few musicians. They have BitDance and TikTok, but even those things aren't, like those last two especially, they're not really associated with China anymore, you know?
Yeah.
The U.S. is trying their damnedest to associate it with China, but that's kind of dumb, to be honest. I wish we used it more constructively. I wish we leveraged it to open China up to the world, to kind of break down its firewall.
No.
But no, we're going this route. We're going the war route.
We're going war.
Yep.
No Chinese app over here, but they don't allow it over there. So we're just playing fair game. It's all fair baseball here, all right?
I mean, you guys take it. You guys have a massive gray market. You know what'd be great? You guys have a massive gray market for Apple products, like China does. They have a huge market. People really love Apple.
A lot of good products.
Well, no. They have a gray market for Apple products.
Yeah.
They love Apple products. They have Xiaomi stuff. Xiaomi stuff's really good. In fact, Xiaomi, outside of, like, the West, is, like, the world's leading brand. So it would just be really interesting to watch them actually compete in an open marketplace.
Yeah.
Versus this weird, like, kind of fiefdom type shit we're doing where,
well, imagine if they
Apple
did this
can be
with
in the
trucks,
West.
with cars.
Oh, dude, American companies
Chinese,
would lose so bad.
Chinese EV trucks would dominate in America.
Shit, even those micro trucks that still run on gas.
But America would have to face the problem
of other countries just making really good cheap EV cars. Our EV market wouldn't even exist anymore. I mean, it doesn't even exist now. I mean, like, okay, we'll talk about it. It's a complete off.
So is this just in a way just America protecting, protecting our industries?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And if we're already doing it with cars...
Economic warfare.
Then, we're going to do it with this.
But that's the problem, though. It's like, you can have economic warfare, you can have economic cooperation, and I genuinely think economic cooperation will make us more money. Because it's like, well, now we built more systems.
But then you lose a bunch of industries where they're part of important states for you to win your presidency.
Oh, for sure.
It's like you give up, like American Steel, you're giving up, a bunch of states.
Do you want high-paying jobs? Do you want high-paying jobs, or do you want cheap trucks? Do you want cheap vehicles and cheap products? It's like...
Yeah, because if America just let it all go, especially with trucks... How hit would Ford manufactured plants be?
Toyota would be fine.
Yeah, Toyota would be fine.
Ford kind of deserves to kick the bucket.
Ford, General Motors.
Most of the American domestic stuff would probably go out the way.
Chevy ain't living.
You know what they would probably happen? They'd probably combine into one company.
Well, I think for the most part, they're under the same... A lot of them are under the same banner.
Okay. So they're basically already there. They would just go the final step. And just combine their resources.
I don't know. I guess they would still be around. They would just have to change their pricing model.
Make smaller vehicles. Hey, maybe they'll actually compete.
Well, that's the magic of competition.
Yeah, I mean, like, smaller. Being a leftist that I am, I'm not entirely against competition for so-called luxury goods. At least not right now. Look, we're not in the perfect space utopia, so like. Right now, I'd rather have a better market. But then, do you want your whole,
shitty one. Auto industry being basically held by the sway of a foreign country?
Ideally, China would also be outcompeted by other countries too.
Like if China did huge tariffs on this, or if something happened in China where they can no longer get us those vehicles, we would be basically at the whim of their country.
In a way of speaking, yeah. So that means we would have to develop a better supply chain. But there are other countries that make cars now. There are more people getting into cars, specifically like the EV hybrid car market. Like Vietnam's getting into it, and a few other, I think Czech's getting into it. Like a lot of countries are getting into it. Like little. So it's like, it really depends. But yeah, no, like you hit it on the head with what you said. Like this is just America protecting its industry, because a lot of people brought it up. Like, why is it okay for TikTok to spy when all the companies do it? And that's why, because America can get more money and influence off of its own companies than TikTok. Which TikTok might be the one thing we're wrong about. I said earlier that China, people don't kind of associate TikTok and China. Maybe they do. Maybe that's just a generational thing. Maybe older people legitimately do associate TikTok more with China. Yeah. That might be a legit thing. I don't know. I haven't asked any old people yet, but it seems like a lot of the old-ass fucking politicians do. So, we will see. Anyway, is there anything else to say, or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
China bad.
China bad.
Bad China. China, why don't you be good?
Because they don't want to be good. They want to be bad.
Damn. Bad. Oh, key housing bills. Oh, we can skip this. I didn't plan this one properly.
Oh, that's okay.
These were bills for like various housing stuff, but then I needed to make more notes on that. Okay, fine. This one. Oh, this one. Yeah. So you're a lib. You're a lib. So this one, I need to get your opinion. She makes Sam
look like a pussy, man. And
I'm just saying.
Sorry for saying the P word, but like
you're a P word.
I mean, she is.
That's not
certainly a stronger businesswoman. All right. Sam Bankman-Fried messed with like a couple billion. She's doing tens of billions, $27 billion.
I don't know, man. How does this make your liberal heart feel? Do you think Do you think billionaires who
See, that's the problem, right? You don't sentence to death a person who literally frauds you through the fucking like hospital bills and does a bunch of fraud in different ways. I mean, if you lost
but you don't kill
all
a
of
person.
your life savings and then you couldn't afford your medical bills and you died because of it, like that's just a long death.
True.
Like, in a way, they're hurting you so much that you can't take care of yourself.
So is this just a numbers thing?
Streets.
Is this just a numbers thing? Is it just simply because they did it to that many people?
I think it's a numbers thing. They just did it to too many people.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't think in
that's
America...
That's better than nothing.
I don't think in America we would do that, though.
But as
America,
as a
we
liberal...
draw a hard enough line where, like, well, if it wasn't physical, then you don't get touched.
I think that's kind of abstracting it, though, ain't it? Because it's like this is physical.
But like
for the rich, it
if you
isn't
screwed
physical.
up a person so bad they literally don't have enough money to live, then you could have killed him in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
You basically you totally destroyed his life chain. Now he's gonna end up on the street with no money to help him when he gets diseases. Like the millionaire who wanted to be homeless. We're gonna cover up later. He's like, I'm gonna stop this because it's going to affect my health, and I don't want to be poor. And
fraud is illegal, right? Like, you're not supposed to fraud people.
But you're basically you could cause them to die from the thing, from the disease that they could have treated if they didn't get literally defrauded $27 billion.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of the time, a lot of that fraud is stuff that people don't challenge. Like, for medical bills, it's like itemized stuff, and if you ever ask for itemized stuff, suddenly your bill gets cut down by like 2/3 because most of the itemized stuff is just bullshit.
Yeah, and if you want to know a good government agency that does audits, it's the GAO. They do that. They say, like, you give us $1, we'll find you $4.
Jesus
Christ. And
it's...
like, there's a lot of government agencies that, or at least the GAO is one of them.
I think
goes after companies and government agencies, or maybe it's mainly government agencies. Look, who contract with them.
I don't know what the number would necessarily be, but I think there needs to be a pretty harsh punishment for people who do manage to topple a whole, like... I think for Vietnam, this was like 10% of their economy.
Shit.
Yeah, like when you damage a tenth of your nation's economy,
you're basically committing treason.
Kinda,
you sort of just betrayed the country.
Like a little bit, like
maybe that is like, or you have enough money, you're a big enough billionaire where your attack was an attack on the state.
Please tell me liberals are more loyal to the state than to the fucking money. God, please.
I know that's a good way to put it. Jesus. Like, if Jeff Bezos, Elon, like, all the rich people in America just came together, like, we're going to defraud America, $300 billion.
Fucking shit.
Like, yeah, I would be like, you committed treason. You heard the American economy enough for me to be like, no, like, you just hate everyone here.
I don't know where the number would be, but I definitely think if your fraud is at a high enough level that it kills, like, a statistically significant number of people... Yeah, death row, I think you should be considered for it, at least. We should at least have the talk. Even if it's just to scare you.
Okay, to be fair, you can say the Great Recession was Wall Street defrauding America billions of dollars.
And it hurt the fucking war effort to the point where we had to rebuild America. It literally hurt the country's...
I'm living my liberal fantasy. I totally forgot the recession.
You totally forgot the war that came right after.
However, technically, it wasn't fraud. And that's the difference between Vietnam and other countries, is that our business people pay the politicians enough to where they don't get crimes anymore. That's the problem here. All right? Like Sam Bankman-Fried, he was new money. He wasn't in the gates of power, in the halls of power, He
needs to see what she... So what this lady really messed up, what Trong Ma Lan messed up here is really what she just needed to make what she did legal.
Yeah. Like super PAC money and insider trading because you're a
forehead.
Yeah. She just needed to do that. All right? Simple hack. Simple thing that all your doctors hate. Keeps you out of the fucking lawyer's office, all right? Like...
Keeps you out of the death row cell, I guess. I don't know.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, it says here 27... Oh, no, it's not 10%. Sorry, it's 6%.
But even then, that
6% of the country's 2023 GDP. She embezzled $12.5 billion, prosecutors said on Tuesday.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The total scam damages caused by the scam now amounted to $27 billion.
And there is embezzling in the U.S., and embezzling is illegal, but I'm talking about other things people do to get away with it. Not just embezzling. There's other things that are illegal.
Okay, I will say that while on a level I agree with this, it is a little odd to see a room just full of, like, military people.
Yeah.
You know?
And just to clarify, if you're the person who makes laws that can affect the market, and then you can also bet on the market, would you not make laws to affect the market in a way that makes you money? You know, it's insider trading. That's, you make a lot of money.
Ideally, we ban it, but how the hell do you even ban something like that?
Yeah, she's dying, huh? Like, surrounded by all those soldiers he just fucked. Jesus Christ.
She ain't sitting too pretty right now, that's for sure. Man, that guy looks mad as shit. That guy in the corner.
I mean, I think in general, America does not punish white-collar crimes enough.
I guess that's really the big takeaway. Whether or not she should have been killed necessarily, the fact of it is that, yeah, like, we don't punish these people enough. Like, white-collar crime rarely gets punished in any physical way.
Well, it's never punished, like, in a physical way. If anything, if there's one person at the center of it, like her, like, literally embezzling to herself, yeah, you'll get some jail time. Or, like, Sam Bankman-Fried, because he's so big and always doing it for himself. He's, I think he's going away for life.
Wasn't there a guy who embezzled some money too? I forgot. There's some guy who defrauded a bunch of people.
Yeah, there was a guy before him who defrauded, I think, even more people, and he also got life, if I remember right.
His last name was Saunders, not Bernie, but like something like that.
Yeah, he did like a huge scheme.
Yeah, huge scheme. That would be Sanders.
But like, if the company defrauded you a bunch of money,
the company defrauded you,
then you're not really gonna see jail time.
Oh yeah. And is that right? Because, like, if you don't punish bad behavior, like, sufficiently enough, then, like, they just keep doing it over and over and over.
And then you can just do stuff to make it, or, you know, do other laws and make those other laws legal, like betting your retirement.
Or just making it to where it's a fine, to where it just becomes a cost of business. Like, it... So, whether or not, like, at the very least, if we don't punish white-collar crime with, like, death, man, at the very least, like, jail and, like... I don't know. License plate.
You gotta muddy the waters in your criminality here, alright?
Make them build. I don't know. Make them stamp out license plates. Do some old fucking West stuff on them, okay? You know, here's the thing. You want to bring back the love of police.
Shooting squads in the Old West. I'm just saying.
Well, not that Old West. If you want to bring back the love of putting people in jail and bring back the love of police, arrest a few billionaires and then publish that everywhere, and then see how much people love the police then.
Yep.
It'd be a great time. Now let's stop talking about my fantasies that I think about at night. This is just more context. Basically, in 2014, Vietnam decided to start putting corrupt bankers to firing squads. If you want to see the exact details of it, I guess we can skim it real quick if there's anything. I don't know if there's any...
Yeah, I guess it's one angle.
Oh, no, it's not Sanders. Bernie Madoff.
Oh, yeah, Bernie Madoff. Yeah, you got it backwards. Yeah. Not Bernie Sanders. Not the
Madoff.
Sanders part of it. No, it's the Bernie
Sorry.
Bernie Madoff.
I was close enough, okay? Something.
Yeah.
Something very... Well, we all thought was a very nice man, but no. I'm talking about Mr. Barry, not Mr. Bernie. Okay, this push to the bank is where Western insiders ushered in improvements as well as temptations to swindle, according to the UN economist in Vu Quan Viet. Credit laws passed in 2017 simply copied the lax U.S. law, now widely believed to be at least partially responsible for that actual debacle in 2008.
Yeah.
Ah, Jesus. Oh, good luck, Vietnam. You guys have come a long way, but you got a long way to go.
You know, sorry, because I saw the homeless builds house near highway story.
Oh, God. Let's talk about that.
So there's one thing I thought about right now. I'm like, I wonder why some cities don't do this. But, like, you know, how places are supposed to be disability, like, accessible. Like, you should be able to ride your wheelchair through the area.
It's a part
America has pretty strong laws for it. I'm here thinking, why don't cities use that to go after homeless encampments like that are on sidewalks?
So, because part of the problem with the...
Not that I'm saying they should do it.
A lot of those people are disabled.
Well, yeah. But then again, if you're somebody who's, like, on crutches, or if you're on a wheelchair, and then homeless people are on the sidewalk sleeping, and they're all encamping there, you're sort of just screwed. And I'm surprised, you know, cities and states, they don't say, for access of disabled people, we need to clear out the sidewalks.
Well, they do clear, technically, so here's the way, I don't know about federally, but I do know about where we live in
and I'm not saying
LA,
they should
the
do
larger
this.
LA County.
I'm just saying
I know. But let me just
in a much nicer
Let me just clarify. So, because for those of you who don't know, I'm about to get an e-scooter because I want to live the low carbon lifestyle, and also it's very cheap to actually fuel one. That's the real reason. That's the real look. Green reasons aside, the real reason to get an EV anything is because if you only have to charge it, it's super cheap. Anyways.
And hello, if someone just joined, I see it says 2 watching.
Oh, there's 2 watching? Hi, other person watching.
Yeah.
I wish you would talk to us.
God.
Be our friend.
I'm afraid of having a bike or anything.
I'm scared of getting
outside,
hit by a car. Yeah.
In Cali.
But that's what I was about to say. So I've been looking at the law, basically for like mobility stuff, anything really, anything that's powered by a motor, including disability scooters, up till e-bikes. They gotta be in a bike lane. I think even e-bikes have to be in like the street. They can't even be on a sidewalk. So like for what you're talking about for like the encampments, like as long as they're not literally in the street, it doesn't matter for the most part.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to be there. Even if you're in a mobility scooter, you're supposed to be driving along the goddamn bike path.
But what if you just have a regular wheelchair?
Oh, then you just fucking
you just screw.
Sucks, wheelie.
It just sucks to suck.
Stand up for yourself.
Just go up to literally the person building a home on the highway and just go to battle with them. Just start a turn-based RPG. Yeah, like
lay siege to the man's castle.
Yeah, so I guess we don't have the article on here.
Wait, that's not the right one.
Yes. Let's see.
It's an even dumber story.
LA homeless man
builds makeshift home next to freeway. It's in good condition.
Look, all I'm saying is that you're gonna tell the person in the wheelchair to start having like combat to get through. They're showing other stuff. Show me the home. Because I saw like a thumbnail of it.
Where's the home?
Maybe it's in the video. You just have to like cut through.
I just gotta wait for their ad to finish. Fine. Oh, there it is. Wait, is this it?
Residents in the Plata Arroyo neighborhood of East San Jose love where they live.
Oh wait, no. This is license. I don't think this is it. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
They're showing us all their.
But no, look, they're there.
We can't even
Sorry
watch
to the one
it
person watching who's gonna have to. Oh look, there's the ambulance.
We live in the hood.
Police.
Sorry, guys. Pay us money so we can get out.
I like
of the
how
hood.
once we start talking about homeless people, police come by. It's like they got markers on everything.
The Goon Squad.
Yep.
Okay. Finally, God.
There it is. And you know what? Pretty good job. Like, goddamn.
Is there any sound?
I don't hear any sound, but maybe there is. I mean,
apparently that's all it is. So it's just some.
But all I'm saying is that the yellow one with the white parts.
Pretty well built. Like, was this a carpenter? This guy had to be a carpenter. This looks
like,
really
did
well
they
built.
somehow get the freaking pre-built house from Home Depot?
No, maybe.
Yeah,
no.
Like, do you have a carpenter?
You'd be surprised who ends up on the streets, man. But like, nah, man, that looks pretty. I mean, honestly, if I'm being real with you, I'm more wondering how the hell did he get the materials?
Was this an org?
No, how
did org come by and were like?
How the hell did he get the materials onto the highway?
Well, that's the part where I'm confused. Even if you got one of those pre-built houses from Home Depot, I'm like, how did you drop it off right there? Like, yeah, it would have to have been built by him.
I mean, okay, we've driven at 2 a.m. on the highway. He had to build it at like 2 a.m. when there's literally like no one there.
But there's a wall for the highway right there, no?
Wait, okay.
So like he built it right there, like.
No, he built it on. I think he built it on the side with the river.
Yeah, because it looks like there's a wall.
I thought that was a fire for a second over there, but
no. They're doing some blacksmithing. Look at the floor; it's all red. Look at this.
What the hell?
They're making armor and weapons.
What
like,
the
all
hell
I'm saying is that, dude, like it's like you're living in an RPG, all right? Like, be all gamer about it.
Look, this is some real dystopian ass shit.
It is,
because on one hand, it's like
pay $1 million for a cop to take them in, and not just for a home. Man, how much do you think he spent on that home?
How much do you think it's costing the city money to just keep them out in the street?
Costing a lot of money.
Probably a lot for years and years and years, and now we got to pay some cops to go over there and some sanitation workers to go down there, kick him out, clean up his bullshit, and then wait a few months and then go do it again.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Smart. LA County deals with shit in the dumbest way possible.
Yeah, that dude a job. Maybe he does work construction, but he just doesn't have a home.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, that guy looks like he could actually like make a house. So
that dude's an entrepreneur.
Oh my god! So one of the biggest pieces of news that we just totally didn't we weren't active during. The
oh god, I remember seeing This is one that
the bridge.
Stone Toss made a pretty.
They actually found a
meme
few
about it.
corpses. Yeah, they found some people. And now they're going after the. God damn it! They're going after the owners of the ship. Because.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I mean, that's the thing. You go for. Wait, so they're not going after the company?
Oh, they're asking cargo owners? Seriously? Motherfucker, you crazy ass company.
Like, hey, like, freaking a logistics company, right? Is asking the people who own the cargo?
The owner of the massive container ship Dolly, which caused the deadly collapse in Baltimore's. Yeah, that was crazy, by the way. How the hell did that happen? They're investigating.
So is that all? Is it private for some companies? I feel like in America,
the ship's owner, Singapore-based, private Ltd, made what's known as maritime law's general average declaration, which allows a third-party adjuster to determine what each stakeholder should contribute. That, I don't know. Should each stakeholder contribute if they if
by
the
stakeholder,
driver crashed?
they don't need shareholder. They're just talking about people who use. Imagine being on a bus and the bus driver crashes and he's like, "All right, guys, pay for my fucking insurance.
Pay up."
Oh wait, did you not have insurance? Is there no insurance for boats?
Please tell me that I misread it.
Jesus.
Let me see. Let me reread that again. To determine, stakeholder, not shareholder. Stakeholder could be the same thing, no?
It could be.
Yeah, because I've always
maybe they don't use the term shareholder because the way that company does it in their country is different, so they can only legally say stakeholder.
Maybe, I don't know, man. All I know is
I remember Stone Toss made this racist cartoon saying that it was because of foreign labor.
Was it?
I don't know.
Show us your true
and even
feelings.
if it was, I'm just just because they're foreign means you can't they can't learn instructions. It's like
ship that caused bridge collapse had apparent electrical issues while docked. AP source says.
It's like foreign workers get your tomatoes to the market.
What is it? 6 members of a road. So I mean, oh damn! 6 people fell to their death from a road repair.
Mm-hmm.
God, listen, how does something like this not get caught though? You know?
Yeah.
Because I do agree. You don't blame. Look.
Well, then again, companies probably don't do good housekeeping with their workers.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't gotta blame the fact that they're foreign. You can just blame the fact they were probably not well picked or well trained. Because honestly, a lot of companies half-ass training.
How strong do they hold up the regulations?
What's this?
How many times are companies getting tested?
Attorney for the bridge collapse victims.
The families are very happy and appreciative
he's getting a payday, huh?
the federal criminal investigation that was announced today by the FBI.
We
all know that the more eyes to investigate, the better, especially when you're dealing with corporate giants of an industry. The families are very happy with the investigation as it's been going so far. We've all seen the information that is starting to come out.
Maybe you can make the argument if that ship company literally goes goes bankrupt, it would hurt the economy.
Pursuing the American dream.
Of India.
Oh my god, you're like the worst kind of liberal, man, I swear.
Yeah, look, all I'm saying is that I'm trying to make arguments. I don't even believe in some of these arguments.
I bet you don't.
I'm just saying, what if they made
liberals drink
strongest
baby
argument
blood.
as to why Costco and other companies should just pay into their
liberals drink baby blood.
This is like the same logic they used for the Great Recession.
That's it. I'm doing my Alex Jones arc.
Okay.
Baby blood. Liberals love baby blood.
Because what happens when that company goes under, and let's say they have a fleet of 10 ships, they're just no longer in the market. Is there other companies in the huge boat market that transport
as long as you didn't kill more than 1,000 babies, you are allowed to walk free, my man, because you are a job provider and an economy builder.
And then you could argue that the economy is already stifled for the fact you just lost a fucking bridge. Do we really need the economy to go down? What about the economy, Daniel? What about the economy?
Everything froze. It's all your fault.
Look. And then you guess what? And then your bread costs $5, all right? And then it costs $6. The Costco hot dog becomes $3, okay? Still pretty affordable, but it's double the price now.
My beer, the cost of wheat.
It's all up.
That's all up.
Because the companies were just going to put the price tag on you.
Damn, my beer is too expensive now.
Oh.
Goddamn liberals. Okay. Well, this is very bad. Look, all I know is, how do you even stop a thing like this from happening? Like,
probably through better regulations.
Well, obviously, but is it that easy? Or is it like, is it also like, are these boats just aging? Because it could also be like, if they're having electrical problems, that kind of implies these.
Well, I thought the boat was too high to hit the bridge.
Well, it's because they had some electrical problems. They weren't able to steer or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It seems like to me it's like.
Then the federal government should have more inspectors. And more inspectors constantly inspect it. If they do it yearly, do it, bi-yearly.
I hate to say it,
biannual.
But in my vulnerable state, I honestly kind of hope this isn't. In my semi-vulnerable inebriated state, I kind of hope this isn't like a political issue. To be honest, like we're
for the foreign workers or for the
like
who
for
to
the
pay
part.
For it?
Well, no, like in terms of like we're gonna slap that company who crashed their ship into the bridge, right? Yeah, we're gonna slap that company who crashed their bridge into the bridge, and then go. Or at least we're going to investigate them so that we can potentially slap them.
Well, I wonder if the state could even do it because technically, like, cross-national.
Oh yeah.
Is a federal government thing.
Well, at the very least, I mean, that's still a federal. I mean, that's at least in part federal government stuff, right? So, like, yeah, the federal government's probably going to demand money. If the feds find out that, like, it wouldn't even matter, right? Like, if it was negligence or faultiness.
It's their fault. They're like
it's on them.
You destroyed the bridge.
You destroyed a whole bridge. You killed several people.
But what if the company can't give money? What if the company's like, sorry, we're out of business. We, like, not having that boat for, a couple months. We have no more money. We're bankrupt.
We're probably going to take the boat.
Sorry, we put all of our holdings in our cousin's bank account. And now we don't have, we don't exist.
Well, we're going to hold the boat then. And the Navy's going to seek your assets. We're going to send the repo man.
I don't know.
The naval armed repo man. No, I'm just kidding. That might not be
if
smart.
nations repoed each other. Imagine that, like a repo show, but it's just like countries going after other countries and they leave shit. Like, imagine how much repoing happened when the war in Ukraine started and we just started like taking bank accounts.
Oh my god!
Especially like in Europe, they're just like, your yacht's ours now. Like, we're repoing.
Half of the Russian economy just stops existing overnight. Ah, Jesus.
Alright.
Oh no.
Repo man.
The repo man is coming to town. Damn. Okay, let's move on. Sorry, guys. Oh, Iran and Israel. So, Iran, a few days ago.
Alright, sad time.
Hell yeah.
World War III. Oh,
Iran attacked Israel.
Iran attacked Israel.
Several missile attacks. I believe this came after.
And then Israel shot back, no?
Damn it. Why?
Like, Israel attacked their embassy.
Yes, I believe they
did.
did.
And then Iran shot back, which is this. And then Israel right now just shot back as well.
So as far as I understand,
they're pretty much at war, right?
Not necessarily. I've come to learn that for a lot of these strikes, they can do what's called a tit-for-tat strike. You have to understand, in parts of the world that are unstable like this, skirmishes happen all the fucking time.
So what you're saying is that this is no longer a continuous run game of Civ. Now this is turn-based.
Unfortunately...
We went from Stellaris to Civ. Continuous gameplay, which would be full war, versus turn-based, which is what they're doing.
Not even that though. It's like imagine it's neither games. I'm afraid because in both games you get to declare war and war is linear, but in real life, like skirmishes just happen. Your two countries just fight each other, kill a few hundred people, and then they just stop. China and India do it all the time. They just in their mountains up.
But then again, I don't think they shot missiles into each other.
No,
it was like land conflicts where they started. I don't think they shot each other.
In the 80s and 90s, they shot each other, but then as time went on, they just started fist fighting.
Yeah,
which I think is kind of cute.
At the end of the Cold War,
it became it's kind of cute in a weird way. It's like the two countries letting off steam, But I'm pretty sure people died in those fights.
Well, it's not even. Well, yeah, it's letting off steam, but also like that's my land. No,
several hundred people are beating each other in a river, like.
But that's very different than sending bombs, like bombing the embassy.
Yeah, but there's protocols for this. Like, for example, there's a solid shot that both countries probably sent each other warning.
Well, yeah, I know Iran did. They sent a warning.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, if Israel didn't send a warning, but Iran
really just
did,
feel like they're just playing like chess, and like one move, and then one move.
I think it would be very foolish for Iran, Israel's in a great position though. You know why?
No, they are
because they cannot lose. Like they cannot lose because we won't help them. The U.S. no one's gonna help them invade Iran because no one, dude, Iran. Like, Iran probably can't be defeated.
You do think that we would give them weapons, though. Like, we wouldn't send a U.S. soldier to fight alongside in Iran, maybe, like, to help do training and other things. Or maybe drones.
We would probably send train. We already have trainers there, but, like...
But, like, you're saying that a U.S. soldier wouldn't go into Iran.
No, I'm saying, like, we wouldn't give them offensive weapons, like tanks. Like,
you don't think we'd even give weapons?
No, we can give them munitions because defensive and offensive.
Yeah.
The line between defensive and offensive weapons is kind of a thin line, right? Bullets, no matter if they're used defensively or offensively, they still kill people.
I mean,
right?
They have the Iron Dome.
But we still provide them. Yeah, like we'll still provide them with defensive munitions, but I don't think we promise to provide anything for an offensive campaign. But even though we aren't going to provide anything for an offensive campaign, Israel could go do their campaign, get absolutely stalled down in in Iran, excuse me. Israel can go in, get stalled down in Iran, and get pushed back to their border. I think the U.S., while we wouldn't, aid their offense, we would certainly not let them get invaded by Iran.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's the problem. Like, that's what I mean. Israel cannot lose. We won't let them get invaded, but we're not going to help them with their fight. So it's really just on them.
I wonder how the people of Israel feel about it. If they see that, and they're like, they're going to...
They hate Netanyahu. A lot of them really don't like Netanyahu right now.
I know Israel's a long conflict with Palestine, and there's a lot of, dogmatic, you grow up in that culture, you're not going to... You're going to think one way or the other about Palestinians. But with Iran... and you're a Israeli person, and you just see that we just bombed their embassy and then they bombed us. I mean, you should know, right, that that's bad, and that it's your country's fault. Can we come to an agreement? Yes, you guys a lot really hate fucking Palestine, but like, what if it wasn't Palestine? What if it was someone else?
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh. Mm-mm. I want to see the polling statistics in Israel. I'll do that another stream.
We can do that right now.
Do that right now?
Yeah.
How many Israelis?
I mean, I'll just do a basic Netanyahu poll. How about that? Because you can largely tie support to him to support to the campaign.
Mm.
Pretty thin.
Okay. So right now, I mean, I was going to equate him to Bush, but I mean, that's a whole other thing.
Well, we're going to use the Jerusalem Post. He right now is sitting at 42% support. No, Benny Gantz is getting... in the race for Prime Minister. There you go. He's losing out to Benny Gantz. Actually, their Prime Minister run right now is highly contested. So, we might actually get a new Prime Minister in Israel soon. So
I hope the new guy's better.
God,
I hope they're not just getting like a
uneven. Yeah, I was like an even worse person. Yeah. Instead of just occupying Gaza, what if we just completely got rid of Gaza? What if Gaza we just got rid of Gaza altogether? So, let's go. Whoa, continue. Easy steps. No!
I'm like, are we going to get a virus?
I'm going to get a virus, and I'm going to be very sad. Israel, stop being bad. Get out of Gaza. Okay? there. Now that I've made my white girl TikTok where I'm crying.
Okay.
Now Israel will listen, and they will say, "We understand," and they will leave Iran. Peace forever.
I'm so glad we brought the world together with this one, guys. I'm so glad we did it. We built them.
Thank you.
Bridges.
Thank you. You know, I had to ruin my makeup crying. It was just. I had to go and clean it all up again. You know, I really do work hard out here. Getting out of I picked a gem. I'm so excited for this. So apparently, on Lefty TikTok, I found this because I get Lefty TikTok, and because your boy is down with the struggle, I guess. I don't know, but anyways, some of the cringiest amongst them have been listening to some music that North Korea put out. I believe it's about Kim Jong-un being like the father of North Korea. We're gonna listen to it.
Can we call this K-pop? All right, can we call it Korean pop?
And you know what's even better? And you know what's even better about this is that this is. I mean, I guess technically this might belong. Who's CNA? This might technically belong to the channel who posted it, but this is also technically a re-upload of
Channel New Asia.
Yeah, Channel News Asia, based in Singapore.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. CNA is the source. We will still say the source, but yes. We are going to show you guys the greatest music video of all time. We're getting out North Korea with this one, alright? Y'all ready?
Do we just wait for us to get copyright striked by fucking...
By fucking North Korea? Yeah. I swear to God, YouTube. If that's what you're about these days. We gotta keep
our markets open. We're YouTube.
We're doing this.
We're connecting the world.
Friendly father. North Korea releases new song praising leader Kim Jong-un. Y'all ready? Dude. Y'all ready? We getting out of North Korea. Let's do this.
I feel much like something from like Big East.
Yeah!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah!
North Korea, we sparkle.
Is this K-pop?
Sorry, this is what I'm gonna show my kids. I'm like, yeah, this is K-pop.
This is K-pop. Kids, never watch this. This is K-pop. Never watch this goddamn shit.
This is true K-pop, everyone. Alright?
Oh, God. No, I'm clipping that one. That's gonna be fun. We'll see when I'm not. Yeah. We'll see how I feel. Oh my God.
What does BTS have on this, right?
BTS have nothing on this.
On the public transportation.
Hell yeah.
Who doesn't like stars?
Strong working men,
a
manly
star
men.
On a circle, that's basically Captain America, right?
I'm not even reading the lyrics. Oh, you are... Dude, is Kim Jong-un God? You are always by your side. What the hell?
Well, all I'm saying is that Joe Biden came out with his Taylor Swift album.
Let's think of Kim Jong-un, our great leader.
Yeah, I feel like we'd all feel...
Let's boast of Kim Jong-un, our friendly father. Oh, the surgeons all stopped what they were doing so that they could all the pilots and attendants and everybody stopped flying their planes so they could praise Kim Jong-un. Sorry guys, if you couldn't get to North Korea in the last week, it's because they were filming a music video on the tarmac. Okay?
But you know what? Save yourself from going to North Korea. So, unless you're a journalist, then I guess you can just...
Don't go to North Korea.
Just wait an extra month.
Don't go to North Korea.
I mean, but wouldn't you like to know?
No.
I would like to know.
I'm just saying,
how is it over there?
I'm just saying,
if I could be a fly on the wall.
What if you're a Chinese businessman who needed to do business in North Korea, and all of a sudden you couldn't get into North Korea because they're busy fucking praying to Kim Jong-un again?
It'd suck.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'd feel very peeved, just like that Chinese businessman. That's all I'm saying. Even the old people who are older than Kim Jong Un.
Dude, so many of them are missing teeth. Sorry, I'm so used to American commercials where everyone's perfect. Is it rude for me to like point out how so many of them are missing teeth?
Oh Jesus! Some of them just got gum in it down there.
Like I feel like in the U.S. if they show an older person, they just usually give them dentures or like whole things to put on. Or
no,
they get
no dentures in North Korea. We don't have dentures here. Just look like the goblin from freaking Lord of the Rings. Look, I'm
not shitting. I'm not trying to shit on the
like
regular
they're old
people.
Look, I'm sure they're wonderful, nice ladies.
And when you get older, you do lose teeth. I mean, it happens.
I'm not saying anything bad about them.
But comparing it to like American media, like I feel like in American media they wouldn't allow that.
I'm just saying if we were gonna praise God, King, Emperor Kim Jong Un, I feel like we need to round up the old people with teeth.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but I'm just saying nothing imperfect, nothing but the best for our God King Kim Jong Un, the greatest of Uns. There is no better Un than Kim Jong Un. Is he like okay? Look, I've edited video. Editing is not that fun. Editing is boring.
Yeah.
This guy is happy. He's so happy.
He's having fun. Look, if he can have fun,
we should too.
Yeah.
He's just rocking his fist. And that lady's just singing her hearts out, and he's just... Oh my god, sideways. That's fucking sideways. No! No, why is it sideways? Hold on, I gotta do that. I gotta do that again. Why is it sideways?
We're wacky, alright? We wacky here. Get the diagonal shot, alright?
What? I'm just sitting at your desk going, yeah! What the fuck? That has to be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Please let that be the thumbnail for this.
We can let that be the thumbnail.
Oh my god, please let that be the thumbnail. Oh, that's too good. Thumbnail. Okay. We're back. Okay, we'll move on. That was good. I'm telling you, that one was good. We're getting out of North Korea, boys. We're doing it. Nice job, Kim Jong Il, and I don't know what's it.
We actually have another North Korean one,
or whatever the hell. Oh, we have another one.
Mm-hmm.
Screw it. Let's group them together. Oh, but this one's sad.
Yeah.
Why are we learning about North Korean slave labor?
So there's a CNN article talking about there's a guy who found a bunch of files from North Korean servers.
Oh, what do they contain?
Well, some of them look like work orders from China because they're written in Chinese for animators on certain shows, like Invincible. Which they are speculating that maybe Amazon Prime, they outsourced their animation to various companies and then got to North Korea.
So basically slave labor then. Somewhere along the line, like if we are to believe what we're being told about North Korea.
And it's not just Invincible.
It's fucking slave labor.
There's another show that's going to come out on Max that hasn't came out yet, and they have like basically like the artists, like the animator notes that gets sent by the company and like early sketches. So they're thinking, oh, maybe Prime outsourced it to a company who outsourced it to a company which have looser laws against working with North Korea. Or maybe they just took the notes for their own animation teams. Because they do work for other people. And an article goes on to talk about how in other industries, people have accidentally hired North Koreans, like for coding.
This smells of me to like someone's of them trying to tie in slave labor into their production chain, but not call it slave labor. Especially when you go through like China as the intermediary.
I mean, who's running the Emerald Mine for Elon Musk's dad?
No one stopped pointing that out, the evil bastard.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna check. It's fine. It wasn't important.
Just a fallen brother.
All the fallen brothers.
So that's like some of the early sketches. There's also some in the article for the other show. Because you might be like, this is from season 1, but then there's a show that hasn't came out yet. So
it's still happening.
Yeah, it seems like it's still happening. But then again, we don't know for certain.
No,
it could just be that they are fans of the behind the scenes of Invincible.
Well, here's the thing. We talked
Putting
about
on
it off the show.
Skeptic hat.
Yeah, but like putting some more information together from where we know. Thank you for doxing us advertising. The North Korea has a lot of factories and machinists. They can still make a lot of that stuff, and I would bet money that a solid amount of North Korean produced stuff like nuts, bolts, machine weld stuff like just very basic stuff that would be produced en masse, stuff you wouldn't think about, like nuts and bolts and wafers and shit like that. I'm 100% sure there's a solid number of that stuff coming out of North Korea. Like unmarked, generic.
Like if you go on Amazon, there's a shit ton of Chinese companies, just knockoffs, weird small businesses, which just they make like clones of other things.
Oh yeah, like my ski scooter.
Yeah. And like how much is Amazon really looking into where their factories are from?
About a clone of.
After all, Amazon works with other countries like Saudi Arabia. Like how much are they really looking into what they're doing?
About a clone of the Xiaomi scooter. I really hope Xiaomi actually made it and they just slapped a new label on it. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't built by I don't know.
But the thing is, like, if they're not gonna do audits on the companies.
Probably not. And even if they did, they wouldn't share them, no.
Yeah.
At best,
if they really did audits on the companies, and they wouldn't know how many products on it that are just total shit or not what they're talking about.
Well, it might not even be total shit products. Again, like machinist stuff is super simple. Like,
stuff for that
over a century ago. We're making that stuff century ago.
But I'm saying, like, that stuff that they don't have to audit versus stuff they should audit.
Yeah.
Like, chargers and stuff. They're just, like, whatever.
Yeah,
and, like, even stuff that they should audit, they don't.
Yeah, I mean, like, is some of the stuff even practical to audit past a certain point? Like microconductors and
for the type of volume that they're doing, no.
Electrical switches?
I mean, you can't have such a big online marketplace if you're literally auditing everyone's products.
Yeah.
Consistently.
We're not saying you're evil if you bought off Amazon. Like I said, I just bought a scooter that may or may not be from a completely different company. It happens. You buy what you need, but, it's just... It
would be a scandal that I would not have thought of for 2024 if literally Invincible was animated by
mostly like North Korean people being paid under the wage.
And it's not like the whole show would have been made by them, because typically, I know this with animes, that sometimes they outsource like fights or different scenes for different companies that are good at it. And then the day-to-day, slice of life stuff is done by other companies.
There's a lot of what's funny is that there are a lot of South Korean companies that do animation. Yeah. And they get worked hard. So it's not exactly it wouldn't exactly be the first time Koreans were being used. Sorry, South Korea and North Korea. Sorry that we just consume so much shit over here in the West. But it'd be how it be.
Yeah.
Alright, let us move on to, since we skipped over. Oh, looks like these are mostly yours. Oh, defense package getting passed. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg becoming a reptilian robot? Yes.
No, okay. Sorry, let me just do one thing. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Not in the camera. Also, sitting down on that. Shit. I'm stretching.
I think I'm gonna replace that chair soon. It's not a very good chair. We've been using that chair for a few years, but like
my ass does sort of hurt.
Even my girlfriend complains about it. She's like, she wants to get a new chair. So I've seen a few online. I saw a gamer chair online for like 120. I was thinking about it. I was like, ooh, you guys are usually like 240. You guys are a lot of money. But
honestly, just get an office chair.
I was thinking about it, but the gaming chairs don't look bad. I like this chair. I mean, it's whatever she wants to get. I mean, I've seen Goodwill deals that look pretty solid.
I mean, dude, Goodwill, there's all the deals in the world.
Yeah.
Get your furniture from Goodwill or through Craigslist. Mm-hmm. But you always gotta be careful with bugs.
Oh, definitely. You gotta clean that motherfucker.
And what you could do is you can get like the skeleton of a nice chair, but then put in your own padding. Buy it from Amazon, from those Chinese companies, right?
Always back to Amazon.
I mean, it's such a big part of the American economy. Like, imagine if we did audits, how much of that do you think comes from horrible Chinese sweatshops or North Korea, like countries we do not want to deal with? that we know are basically treating their workers like slaves.
So, like, the vast majority of the cars put together today might be put together by Chinese bolts.
Yeah.
And a solid number of those might be from Korea, yeah. Oh my god. Create a free Today count? I'm okay, thank you, USA Today. Mark Zuckerberg, wife Priscilla Chan reacts to viral thirst photo of him with photoshopped beard. He photoshopped his beard?
No, somebody else did it. Somebody else photoshopped the beard in.
Okay.
But I was just...
Dude,
look,
better
it just
with
it went
beard.
around.
Better
no,
with
dude,
beard.
he is better with a beard.
Marky Mark.
Also, they did give him a bit of a tan. Alright, that also helps that he's sun-kissed a little bit. Alright, he goes to Venice Beach and he tries to sell you his IT department. Huh?
Somewhat less wrinkly and flawed as well.
I mean, he still has some wrinkles, but it's like...
Crushed by
the
artifacting.
Yeah. And then, wait, does he also have a chain? Oh my, okay, no, he had a chain before.
That was the one bit of drip he had.
Yeah, he has drip. But, like, look, at first, I thought he really did change. Like, he paid someone, an artist, to fucking redo his whole face, alright? I literally got caught by it at first, which made me a little bit sad. I was
misinformation.
Well, I just saw it, and I'm like, oh my god.
Misinformation.
Like, Mark Zuckerberg finally spent his money on making him look like a regular human being.
Yeah.
I was like, he finally did it. You know how much that would help your PR if
lot.
he just came off looking like a normal dude?
You gotta get those mannerisms right, or else you just look uncanny, I'm afraid.
Well, okay, now you'll just be like a good-looking robot.
But that's still weird.
I still think that's better than pale reptilian robot.
Yeah, but the moment, but you're like a trophy husband though. Like the moment you open your mouth, you just
you don't. Yeah, no. You
just utter nonsense and awkward. Just oh my god, what the hell is that? Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Mark Zuckerbergers.
All right.
You don't want Zuckerbergers? Oh god, he's gonna stare at us in our sleep.
All I'm saying is that Mark Zuckerberg should pay whoever he needs to pay to make his face look like that.
I'm going to
get a fucking tan. You ever seen the photo of? Yeah, that'll be the cover
of him staring down at us.
Oh, God,
at our mortal coil,
popping up in your fucking metaverse home, trying to like.
He replaces all the windows in your house with this picture.
Can you imagine getting the Elon chip and then you go on the metaverse app and you wake up in your bed and you look over and he's just staring at you? You're just smiling.
He replaced all the pictures of you and your family. Like, all their faces are just his face.
Yeah, it's like, who else would you want to see?
Just me.
I'm the most successful man in the world.
I made Facebook.
Yeah. I made the thing you're sleeping in right now.
Okay, so
I am
the
your
UK...
God. I am Zuck.
What's this? The UK to criminalize creating sexually explicit
so countries are
deepfake
catching
images.
up with technology, which is good.
No, my
I do
goon!
fear... Oh, God. Dude, no.
Not my goon!
So
no, what if I
comes
want
part
to
of a
make...
bigger bill where they're just trying to get rid of non-consensual AI deepfakes.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
but what if I...
And even
what
if you
if
don't
I
distribute, just possessing it and doing it is a crime.
Fuck.
So yeah, no, they're just...
What
they're
if
finally
I just...
catching up.
What
it
if
took
I
a while
just get...
for like the U.S. to ban stuff like
what
that.
if I just get like a cartoon baddie and then like make deep
like if it was a cartoon, I think it's okay, but it's like a like if people did that to...
So I can't do like an actress or like a star anymore, okay?
Yeah, or a star or regular people.
I wonder if you can just
because it does happen with regular people.
Do you think you can just make an amalgamation? So would that be a way to get around the law?
Make a what?
Like an amalgamation. So basically you just take a bunch of little parts of different people and then combine them until you get something technically unique. An amalgamation.
Well, I think people's likeness are not supposed to be used.
Yeah, but that's not how this works.
But then again, it's like if you just turn the...
Just turn off the... Well, not even just that. Like, you could just reference hundreds of photos and then just make a person. A whole new face, basically.
Yeah, I don't think they would go after you for... Because it no longer has the likeness of the person, I guess.
Yes, the goon.
Because people already make AI art. Goon. So, I don't think they're going to go after that. Because technically...
Goon.
Nobody has the likeness of it.
Goon.
But they still shouldn't use it. But I am a little bit pessimistic.
I'm messing around. They shouldn't... Look, they shouldn't use it. I'm messing around, but they shouldn't use it. It's bad. Yeah. Don't do it. Especially not to, like... Okay, honestly, what would be the worst part about it? Imagine like people doing it to like people they work with or go to school with.
This has come up with that where people use deepfake on classmates, coworkers.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And like some states in the U.S. already have laws on it, or they're making the laws for it.
Look, man, people post pictures of themselves all the time. You don't even need to get the pictures yourself anymore. Fine.
It's like people have already been doing that with like Photoshop and other stuff in the past.
They have.
And so, the U.S. should follow suit and do a federal law on it. That should not be allowed anywhere in the U.S. just because you have states' rights. No, that's one thing where...
States' rights to do what?
It should not come in...
States' rights to do what? States' rights to do deep fakes of Taylor Swift.
Oh, God. And that was actually in the article they go over it, how Taylor Swift had one of it, and it went through Twitter.
Kidding. Don't.
And then she got all up in arms, and I think that's where it really started with the U.S., where it became
Taylor
a big
getting
subject.
mad.
Taylor getting mad out over her deepfakes.
Of course, we care when it's civilian.
Well, that's the thing. If it was only done to regular people, they wouldn't care. But because it's done to people with money and who can pay for lawyers, and honestly, like if you're an actress, I would guess a selling point or thing you could sell would be the fact you show your body parts on a movie, right? Like that's part of it. That you probably get paid more, and you get angry if someone else does it.
So what you're saying is no more gooning?
Yeah. Now it's illegal to goon.
Damn.
It's all over.
Why do you take away my happiness? Why do you take away everything I hold dear?
I'm just saying all this is a disclaimer.
This is why people hate the government.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fun, huh?
They don't see what we're messing with. Is this? God, don't.
It's a little hourglass.
On this topic, do not say that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Fun.
You're right.
No, we're talking about this other thing.
It's a little oil hourglass thing, and it's like, I don't know, it's like a minute long. Yeah. It's not very long at all, but it's pretty, and it looks prettier when you put a light underneath it too. You can put it like a...
Yeah, no, it's like a lava lamp.
Yeah, it's like a lava lamp, yeah. It's only like, I only bought it for like $5 from Michael's.
It's very nice.
Yeah, no, it is. I love stuff like that. Okay, I love knickknacks and stuff like that, but like you see where I'm living right now. Like, I'm out of room.
Yeah.
Like you run out of a room and you just can't buy more shit.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Well, I mean, if you become a fast food worker, maybe that $20 an hour you can.
We don't have any
buy storage. We don't have any article for it because people have already heard about it.
I'm just gonna put up a generic
all I'm saying
image of fast food.
Is that Newsom is playing a weird game.
A long game.
There's many angles to this. A lot of people got angry because they're saying, why should fast food workers be paid $20 an hour, but people who work for like ambulances get paid less?
Oh, don't tell me. Oh no, donuts are junk food. I was gonna say donuts aren't fast food. Donuts are junk food. Donuts take a while to make. Mm-hmm. God damn it. Sorry, what were you saying? I'm completely off the...
Basically, a lot of people got angry that fast food workers got this huge W from Newsom, but not other industries. Like being a healthcare worker.
Well, I would argue that making fast food... Well, fast food is probably one of the most important jobs there is. Like, that... You might ask yourself, like, why is it important? Like, it's such a low-paid job. I don't
necessarily agree, but...
Huh?
I don't think it's one of the most important.
I do agree. Hear me out. Okay, let me lay it out, and then you tell me where my thinking's flawed. It is probably one of the fastest and most efficient ways to feed America's workforce and keep them working. It's probably the fastest way we're ever going to feed our workforce.
I don't think it's as important.
Feeding your workforce and keeping them moving?
I mean, a lot of people,
that's like
think of grocery stores.
I'm not saying it's necessary, but I'm talking about to maintain the rate, to maintain this efficiency. Yeah, like truck drivers, people who work like multi-hour long shifts, which are a lot of people. People who work blue collar. Like, yeah, I know, fast food holds diners. Up. Like, yeah, but that stuff's not fast. It's not fast. You can't just get it and then go in your car,
We're all going to 7-Eleven now, boys. We're going to 7-Eleven. We're getting there.
I think 7-Eleven counts as fast food. Pizza's fast food.
Are convenience stores fast food?
Do you want to eat?
I don't see why not. I don't see why it wouldn't count as fast food.
I'm not going to say they aren't, but would you want to eat... Like, the only thing that got as fast that's like Top Ramen, sometimes a sandwich or something.
At 7-Eleven?
No, I'm talking about at a convenience store. like a normal generic gas station, convenience store, liquor store, whatever. It's usually just like soup.
It's if they have like a hot food aisle.
That's all the
like
that's all you got though. It's like soup.
Yeah.
That's all you can make. It's like a cup of soup. That's fucking garbage. You gonna expect America to work
gas
off
stations,
cup of soup?
and that's where people are going, right? All these big old, truck drivers, people on the interstate.
Look, eating gas station food's fun, but like anybody who's ever eaten gas station food multiple hours knows that shit's like junk and snack, like a junk snack.
Well, no,
you know
I mean it's literally gas station food. Like,
yeah,
it's not going to be good for you. But wait, I think we're moving away from the topic.
Yeah,
and that is the fact that these
people not get
Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, KFC, Wendy's, McDonald's. Are
well, I think they deserve it. Unlike you, who says that they're not that important.
I'm going to mix a little bit of Reaganomics in this. I would say that Newsom did this, where he made it so that fast food workers are paid $20 an hour, and now he's putting it on the side of businesses of whether or not they want to match it. And what he did was basically raise the metaphorical floor for being paid with literally a job people see as like the lowest holding job. When you're told to work at fast food, people think it's worse than retail. It's worse than
I have a different, slightly different take on it than that.
It's a very low thing, and it's like
I don't think it's a low thing.
Get paid $20 an hour.
I don't think it's a low
other
thing.
People are going to be like, "Hey, I want more than this. I want more than that," and they'll go.
I don't think that's not how it's viewed. I don't think it's viewed necessarily as a low thing because there's stuff that's viewed as lower, like cleaning up, like janitor work. I think
people would typically believe that janitors are paid more.
Well, not that it's paid more, but like the way they're looked at, though. You know what I mean? Because people used to make like fun of janitors and like pick on them and shit. So
people
it's like
pick on fast food workers.
Yeah, but my point is like. My point is that, like...
I think people would make fun of an old fast food
worker. Hold on. My point is that, like, fast food workers, probably the vast majority of the workforce are fast food workers.
Yeah.
Like, so, like, when I meant, like, they're the most important job, if you don't want to count their function in the economy, which I still stand that.
I think that they're they're prominent.
They're the largest portion of the workforce. Well, that's how they're the floor, right? Well, that's how you are. That's how you make the floor, right? If
I'm not talking about whether or not there's a lot of them.
I think that plays a role in being the floor, right? Like if you're the floor.
No, it does. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's basically raising the floor for this huge group of people.
Yeah.
Who are seen as the bottom in terms when it comes to jobs.
Well, I don't think
people would typically believe that you would need some experience or some background or some age requirement to be a janitor. People
not always actually. I've
a few times.
There's a lot of janitors.
But to be a literal crew member of McDonald's. The floor is nada.
The only thing with janitor work that you got to be willing to do is do night shift.
Mm. And some McDonald's workers have to do night shifts.
No, like overnight. Yeah, some.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like this 24-hour McDonald's drive-through.
Not a lot of them, but yeah.
When I am sleepy and I don't want to make my food,
they don't deserve it. My Reaganomics states
sometimes they don't take card because I don't know. I guess they're out being their
and that's why they don't deserve $20
and all that. But Sorry, I'm thinking about the plight of fast food.
I'm thinking about how I hate... You're thinking about how much you hate fast food workers. You saw it right. I'm sorry.
But the thing is, if literally this group of people are seen as the lowest group of workers...
Why do you hate them so much? Why do you call them
I'm just saying how American society sees them. No, and if they're paid $20, it forces other companies to either raise their prices or for the workers to reevaluate where they're at. And I think it's good.
I mean, they're the modern day factory worker though. They make up the vast majority of our workforce. Like they are America's workforce now. We're a service economy, so it's like I don't know. And I still think like you're talking about like the food industry. People need to eat. You're talking about feeding America.
I understand that's a very prominent thing.
Well, not even prominent.
And if one day
it's critical.
The food industry went out, fast food industry went out, it would be a big enough drop in the American bucket to hurt us?
Well, it would probably slow down other industries. Like, it would slow down probably every industry in America.
I understand that, but when people look at the worker of a fast food chain, they typically think, you're not important.
Oh, I understand, but I'm making the case for why they are. Like, feeding America. Like, if farmers are important, then, if people who grow the food are important, then the people who get the food to you have to be. Right? Just by the extension of that same thinking. No?
I guess, but I don't think they're gonna be. I don't think they should be paid as much as doctors.
No, but the job is necessary to live. So
it's necessary, but I feel like there's just a list of other jobs that would come before it. Like being a factory worker would probably come before being a fast food worker. Being a doctor would come before. Being an ambulance
But the common thread line between all those jobs is they all rely on the existence of fast food workers. At least to some extent.
I don't think you need... I mean, I think we could get by without fast food.
Well...
I think Americans would just have to reshape the way they eat.
And they would also have to slow down.
That they provide a great service for people who are, work-minded, and that they don't have time to pack their own lunch.
The vast majority of America is like this. The vast majority of America is overworked.
But was it a product of them needing it, or of it making it more efficient?
It was a product of it made the American economy stronger. So, like, if you take this away...
But if you took away doctors, I feel like that would have more of an effect. Or if you took away, like auto workers or construction workers, I think that would have a much higher effect.
What would you do if you just cut off, like, a vast majority of people's access to food, though, on a daily basis? Like, their access to calorie intake. Like, that is a huge logistical hit. Mm. Like, I don't...
It is, but I don't think it's such as big as others.
I don't agree. Feeding people is super important.
No, I think doctors are more important than feeding construction workers.
You need to feed people.
You need to get... there's other ways to get food to people.
I'm not saying there is.
But there's no other person that could, like, fix a sick person than a doctor.
Sure,
or a
but
nurse.
If you want the economy to operate at the scale that it does, you need fast food. If you want the economy to recede,
the society to, like, survive, you need doctors.
But if you want the economy to prosper, you do need fast food. Like, you need the existence of highly available food. That's quick, easy to gain.
But that's something you would need after you have your essentials, which would be doctors, construction workers,
Not at all. Fast food. No,
you would need doctors or construction workers before you need fast food.
Not at all. Humans have been learning ways of making fast food since the beginning.
I think in order the building blocks of civilization
required fast food.
Come from doctors. I don't think being a farmer getting your food from
didn't grow human civilization, huh? I'm gonna drink to that one. So
you're just gonna use a straw man? I'm not talking about people. Even you said before, this doesn't apply to people working in diners. So why would it apply to farm workers?
Because
why would it apply to farm workers but not diners?
Well, because farmers fulfill a critical need the same way.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about farmers. I would argue that farmers are more important.
Fast food workers farmers let the economy be the size that it is. Yeah.
Sure, but you would never even have that society without these other people.
But they couldn't have their existence without the existence of fast food workers. Like we
can have farmers before we had fast food workers.
Okay, we can have them. That's not what. That's a straw man too. All I said was you can have doctors, but if you want them working around the clock, hours and hours and hours every day,
I'm not arguing that.
Day, but that was my argument. I'm not arguing. So you're arguing against a straw man.
I'm not arguing against a straw. I am saying that before you get fast food workers and the need for them to make an efficient society, you would need a doctor to even have a society. I mean, I don't know.
No, you need food to have a society.
Yes, which would be farmers.
Agriculture would come first, but that's still a form of food.
I would argue that agriculture, that's more important than fast food workers. I mean, we already agreed that diners are fast food workers.
You don't think that the speed of food production matters? Because it literally does.
It does, but I would give it to the food productions.
Yeah, agriculture is literally a product of producing food faster. We produced more of it in
before that,
planned amounts of time.
Was there a time when there wasn't fast food?
Well,
or for you, is fast food like a...
Well, it's a goal. It's a thing to aspire to.
But before you reach that goal, you need the farmers.
You need people to harvest the food, but then you still need people to get the food to people.
But then,
so if we're equating fast food to people who provide it.
But before that, like, we're not saying all food providers are fast food.
Okay, bread makers. You're telling me that civilization wasn't built on the backs of bread makers.
So now you're saying that people who work at McDonald's are the same as people who, like, make basic goods like bread at a factory?
Because they were the equivalent.
But they're literally not even under the same bill.
They were... Oh my God! You're doing the legal argument.
And also,
I'm talking about civilization.
I'm not talking
about civilization.
All right, so then why don't diners count? Because it looks like in the beginning when we're talking about this, we're literally talking about Taco Bell, KFC, pizza.
I didn't say they didn't count.
And then you moved it.
I didn't say they didn't count. No,
I've already told you that people in other industries,
I defined what I meant.
Like making stuff for a grocery store, I think that's more important.
I didn't say they weren't. I just said that I defined why I thought they were important, which was that I'm not even saying one's more important than the other. You're the only one committing to one's more than the other. I'm just saying that fast food enabled civilization to get larger. That's all I've said. That's all I said. They made it possible for doctors to work harder and harder. And you said
I never said it didn't.
But you're the one attached to adding importance and levels of importance. I'm not attached to adding levels of importance.
Well, yeah, I'm attaching it. I'm saying that if you're a doctor, your job is seen higher.
It's seen higher, sure.
And
but
also,
you also said it was important.
A society needs literal agricultural workers before you get a fucking Big Mac.
Of course.
Like, you need a person who works on a farm.
Of course, but if you want things like industry, if you want things like high level of production, a high quality of life, you kind of need fast food workers.
I don't know if
to
you
get
need.
there.
I don't know if
You don't
fast
think-
food is needed for high quality of life.
Well,
I don't think.
I
so.
would. Yes, I no. I didn't say
I don't
high
think-
quality of life. I said the high production levels that lead to that high quality of life is essential to have fast food production. It is. In fact, there's been a form of fast food production forever.
I know that it
i.e.
is indicative
the bread. Well, that's why I
of
mentioned
having a
bread
more
makers.
efficient economy. Typically, it comes with fast
Well, that's
food.
why I mentioned bread
But
makers.
I'm not arguing whether or not it makes it faster or not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that in order for you to even have a society, there's there's central things like being a farmer.
You don't really need a doctor to have a society, though.
I guess technically you don't, but I would say it really helps your society more than fast food. I would say so.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but like at what stage of development? Because you can have enough doctors,
fast
but...
food.
Oh, of course, having a healer slash doctor.
So now you see, I'm talking about before that.
But then, what about when you want to grow your economy? What if you want to actually
earlier
have
in your
like...
society's development?
Sure, but what if you like just like
that
with the
are
bread
more need-
makers?
Well,
with,
yeah,
like,
and I
bread
would say
makers.
bread makers. I would say bread makers aren't fast food.
I would say they are. They were the first fast food. They were the first industrial scale food. In fact, if you look at
All right, so
historical
now
documents,
we've literally moved.
that's not the goal. That's not the same
We've
thing.
moved
It's
from literally like I classified it before. Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, KFC, and then you're saying now it is bread makers in a factory.
the
And
labor of
I didn't
food
make a
that's
stand
food
against
quickly.
bread
Well, I'm
makers
saying
in a
that
factory.
the labor of
I
producing and
defined who
distributing
I was
food
talking
quickly.
about,
I did
and then
too.
you took people who weren't in my definition.
Well, I had my own definition, which was people who produce and distribute food
But
quickly.
I don't
people who
I don't
enable
disagree with the bread.
civilization
I'm
to get
talking about
big.
people like Taco Bell and Pizza Hut.
Well, I'm just saying that the
Like I
there's a
agree with you for
similarity
the
there.
others, but I'm not
But,
arguing the others. I'm arguing this specific group.
But we don't need bread makers in the modern age, but we do need people to make pizzas. Yeah, you do need people to make food orders, to make hamburgers. Yeah, the modern
they
burger
are a
flipper
necessity today.
is the modern bread maker. Yeah.
But I wasn't talking about previous bread makers.
I wasn't talking about that either. I'm likening to the fact that they have a highly crucial function to society.
I think society would be more hit by factory bread makers, by people who make stuff that you put on the grocery aisles, farmers, doctors.
Why are you so
than
attached to there
fast
being
food
more
workers.
or less? How do you know? So you're telling me that over 40
How do I know?
the vast majority of the workforce going unemployed overnight and the vast majority of their services
How do you
being
know that they're
eliminated?
so important? I mean,
Because
I'm
they
just going
make
by,
up a
I'm just
vast
going by the
majority of the
historical
workforce.
argument. I'm going with the fact that we had these things before we got that.
I mean, you didn't hear my historical argument. I literally said bread makers built civilization. The concept of having
I
food
said,
made
I said that
quickly.
too. I would also put bread makers as a big part of it. You need
But
people who make food.
you keep defining that they're
But
different.
we have
I just
other
said that
people
they're the
who
same
make
thing.
food that aren't fast food workers.
But the act of making food quickly is important. Making and distributing quickly enables
I mean, so you're saying
civilization.
that back then,
Even today and back then.
but we have people today who can make it like bread makers.
They do, but we don't eat bread. We don't eat bread in the same numbers anymore. We eat a
could.
huge variety of food
And we can
now.
still have good foods that aren't fast food.
Oh, I agree, and we should.
I think it's more of a social change than it is a necessity.
I think
Like, you can't social change your way out of not having doctors or farm workers.
you think you can social change your way out of fast food, you think?
I think the U.S. could social change their way out of fast food.
I don't think we could, to be
I think we
honest.
could.
I think that requires, I mean, unless when you say social, you also mean economical, then maybe, but even then, I think it actually more or less lies on the technology. When the technology gets good enough that the food that they produce that's artificial is as healthy as the food you can get naturally, I think that would be more of the defining line.
But we don't even have healthy food for fast food.
We don't have healthy food that takes time to cook. Most of the shit that we have is bad for you. Most of it's processed. Most of it's been factory farmed. Most of it has a bunch of pesticides in it.
I think if we change the corn laws, that might help. There are other things, but that's not something we can't get around.
Mm-hmm.
We could make laws to change it so then
To change the farm law
So-
of the United States.
we could.
But
But you can't. What? But if you made a law to stop doctors that won't do anything, that won't hurt to fly.
You telling me the farmers
To
won't let it
stop
fly?
farmers.
You telling me the farmers won't let it fly? You telling me the backbone of
I mean,
America
that is a
won't let it
one
fly?
big thing that we super fund corn harvesters, corn farmers. That's why corn syrup is so cheap, and it's everywhere.
International Harvester.
But that's a
Only the real
social
ones
change
will
we
get
could
that
do
one.
to make it so then we don't have bad fast food.
I think that's more
But I think
of
that's
a
getting
technological
away
change.
from the main point.
Well, I think that's more of a technological change, and
I don't think it's a technological change.
Well, the reason why is because I think that because, what differentiates a bread maker from like someone who just flips burgers, besides like what they're actually producing. It's like they're still producing food very quickly to sustain a large growing population. Like they do essentially fulfill the same purpose, and because they fulfill that same purpose, it's like I'm just advocating that.
I would
their
say it's
jobs
different
won't
because you can buy bread at a store.
Of
And you can
course.
buy other stuff at the store. Oh, you can even buy pre-made meals at a store that
You can
are
buy
very
pre-made
cheap.
bread. You can buy bread that was made on a factory line.
Yeah, you can buy all that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it wouldn't be fast food.
Well, it would be factory-made food. We had this debate once, actually. Is frozen food...
How far away is McDonald's from factory food? It's really processed food.
Well, that's what I was at. Well, actually, I was about to ask you that. How far is frozen food like that from fast food?
I would say fast food is a bad investment.
Is it worse than
I think
frozen
fast
food?
food is such a...
Fast food...
You take such a hard hit on your
Which
money.
one's worse, though, in terms of health, though? Like frozen food or fast food? Would you
Fast
say?
food.
Fast food?
I think fast
so?
food is much worse on your health than frozen. I mean,
Well,
okay,
that
I guess
shit
it
started
depends
out frozen.
if you wanted like burger, like I guess are you asking me like if you had a frozen Big Mac
In
that
general,
was
just
pre-made at like a Walmart?
go whatever direction you think I'm going with.
Because when I think about frozen food, because you get like frozen grapes, you get like frozen stuff that is healthy. But like if you
Like,
go to a
the general
McDonald's, there's like
quality
no
of-
healthy options.
the general quality of frozen food, though, is not that good.
The quality, but you're gonna get more nutritious stuff out of like a frozen pack
Pack
of
of
grapes
like peas or something.
Yeah.
They sell peas too.
than you're gonna get out of McDonald's. But
What about
I don't think this
McDonald's?
is-
Doesn't McDonald's sell a salad?
I am not going to trust the McDonald's salad. Take me as a hater of McDonald's.
As a skeptic, as a
Take me
true
as a
skeptic,
but the
as a true
the
skeptic.
fat capital of the U.S. might not make the best salad for you.
I just realized we don't need the headphones anymore because we're not
I
watching
realized
videos.
that.
That's smart. Yeah, it took me too long to realize that. My brain hurts because of the damn headphone section
I
on
don't think I
here.
have put any videos on my end.
We got middle launchers and grenade.
I messed it up. Pull up the article. Pull up the article. It's
The
the
hell
most
is
American
it?
thing. This is old.
Rocket launchers were found in a trash can near California.
This is fucking great. I love America. From McDonald's to weapons of destruction.
to anti-tank weapons. I love it.
Yeah, we love the rocket launchers here.
2 rocket launchers and practice grenades were found in a trash can at a residence near California school earlier this week, authorities say, on Wednesday.
Just imagine getting out of
Yeah,
class
yeah.
and you walk down the street and you just see 2 fucking rocket launchers in your
Inside-
neighbor's
Inside
garbage.
the dumpster were 2 empty,
One-time
one-time
use.
use and disposable AT4
like a fucking
launcher
vape.
tubes. That's fucking great.
They're fucking one-time disposable
I gotta see
vapes.
something. I have a theory as to why this happened. I have a
Yeah.
theory. I have a theory. I promise you, this will make sense. So, I think, what if they're near a military base?
And what, like a worker brought it home?
Not even a worker. Could just been some of the fucking guys from the base.
Well, they're like, we just...
Let's just dump it in some guy's yard.
Well, you think some, like,
Ah.
soldiers got
Just-
drunk?
And just dumped it in some guy's, like, fucking trash can. And then waddled off? Yes. No, I don't see any bases out there. I don't want to look up military bases. I feel like... I'm sorry to do this to us. Oh, there is one!
Yeah, so you're saying that maybe...
Oh, there's a National Guard base near where this happened.
What are they doing?
So,
Why does the National Guard need rocket launchers?
near this...
Like one-time use, and where are they using it? Or do they...
There's a military base roughly around here somewhere, and then this is where it happened up here. Oh my god! So I think some guys from the base were just being dumb, and someone dumped them. Cause like, who else is gonna have access to a rocket launcher?
I don't know.
Like, I think someone.
This is very weird.
I think someone went, haha, this is funny, or oh shit, I need to get rid of this now, and they dumped it in a trash can. Or maybe someone did bring. Maybe a worker just thought, haha, empty can, empty rocket launcher. And take it home. Dude, I could see that. I could see someone being that.
Can you imagine that going into a garbage truck? how much that would fuck up a garbage truck?
It wouldn't. It's just an empty steel tube, but it's just like...
You're not supposed to put steel tubes in your trash can.
You know how scary that'd be for the trashman, though? Just like one of them falls out, it's just a fucking rocket launcher.
Like, what the fuck is that?
I think I'd run. Run away. I think, like, I don't know if it's live ordnance. I don't know if there's a rocket in there. I don't know what an empty AT-4 looks like.
There's a chance they don't even know that's a rocket launcher. There's a chance.
Oh my god, that's true. They don't play Call of Duty like we do. We're not.
They just throw it into the truck. They're like, oh, what the fuck's this?
And they just hear it.
Or they wouldn't put it through the truck because they would probably know that's a no-no.
Is a practice grenade?
I think it's a no-no.
Is a practice grenade? So, well, hold on. Here's my thing. Is a practice grenade? Is that a live like?
No,
munition?
I think that was just a fake grenade.
Or is it just
in
like
the article they talk about how it was cut in half?
Oh, okay. So it literally is just a rubber ball.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that, honestly, after all the sadness and mixed stuff we went through, I think this is a good one to end off on. Alright, guys. If you guys ever want to know what we're about, it is rocket launchers and schools. We hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you guys next time. Damn, I wanted to end on that one. Damn, I actually had a good outro for once. No. You fuckface.
Our job is more important. Our job is more important than,
No.
Than...
Or that's it.
Than
fast food anything else?
And that was it.
Oh, are you to say your job is hard to do it? Yeah. Have your Hassan moment.
Have the Hassan.
Do it.
In the words of my co-host, every job is the same importance for some reason.
I didn't say same. I said every job's important. You motherfucking...
The same importance? I don't know.
Everybody deserves to be paid the same wage,
some people
actually.
Are more equal than others. Alright? Well, some... Oh god.
Average.
That's not a serious comment.
Average liberal descent. Liberal descent. It's fine. It's okay. Look. People don't need to get paid. Every job requires different levels of effort, but if it requires a human being, it requires a human pay.
Like, being a festival worker is fucking. It does take a lot of effort.
Yeah,
it takes more effort than a lot of white collar jobs. I mean, you're literally just on your feet 24/7.
And the fucked up part is you're feeding a lot of those white collar jobs.
Yeah.
So like those people deserve to get paid more than they are. Shit, 20 probably isn't really enough. Of people,
Trump likes McDonald's. All right.
A lot of people are fighting in California for 25. Really?
Yeah.
The new living wage is probably 25. Mm-hmm. It really is. Like I hate to say it, but like 15 is old news. It's like by 2030, especially.
I still think fast food workers should get paid $20 an hour. Like I understand during that whole thing.
Yeah.
That like I might have sounded like I don't agree with the bill. I do agree with the bill, but I feel like I should say that just in case because
it'll
be like he doesn't agree with it.
I'll hit you with a controversial one then. I'll hit you with a controversial one. And a lot of that.
I think it should have just been a minimum wage.
I cover a lot of unions, and a lot of the unions are asking for like 24, 25.
Yeah.
And
I don't even think the hospital workers when they did their strike that they didn't. I don't think they got 20 an hour.
So it's like the new living wage is probably like 25. If you want to live on your own in an apartment and not be paycheck to paycheck, it's probably 25. And by year 2030, it's probably gonna be like closer to $30, like 28, 29, probably higher. Like that wage does need to go up, but it like I don't mind the kayfabe. It's fun. Kayfabe is fun. But yeah, look now can I do my outro? Can I tell them what we're about? Rocket launchers in schools? Rocket launchers for children?
It was in a trash can near the school.
I believe in rocket launchers for children.
Okay.